7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All power to the people. It's the Bruh Listen Podcast, the Black podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Cedric Owens, Brea Ward, Brittany Brown, and Anthony Rogers. Bruh Listen. So, Bruh Nation, what's good?
You said my name.
Yeah, we do that now. If you was listening to the show, you would know that every time the hosts come on, I say their name. Plus, you back. Bruh Nation, what's good?
All right.
Back at it like a crack addict. We on it again. Episode, drum roll, number 52
All right.
of a weekly podcast. So if you do the math in your head, math.
Well, we skipped a couple.
I don't know what math
We skipped
is.
a couple weeks though.
Math. That's what I'm about to say.
Like one or
I
two
was gonna,
times.
I was gonna get to that, but whatever. Thanks,
Damn,
Tank.
Tank.
Hijacking the show.
Goddamn.
Good to know Tank right in it. But if you know in your head, we do the show every week. If it's episode 52, that means it's the what?
The year anniversary, nigga.
That's right, the 1 year anniversary, because it's 52 weeks in a year. I know most of you niggas don't know that because y'all trash.
Yeah.
But shout out to the niggas that do. We done made it a year. Niggas
how
said we
many
wouldn't
niggas
do
will
it.
get that question right? How many weeks in the year?
How many weeks in a year? Boy, we just need
Oh,
we need to
no,
do a
dude.
Bruh Listen Facebook special where we go down to like outside the club and just ask niggas political questions and see how many they get right. That should go viral.
Before they drink or after they drink?
In general,
That's
it don't matter.
No,
We'll do
you'll
both.
go.
We'll do it. We'll do
Yeah,
entry and exit,
Yeah.
and we'll be like, "Hey, we'll just ask niggas like, how many states in the union?" Guarantee.
What's the motherfucking union? Like,
Yeah,
you trying to be technical, my nigga?
Are you
Hold
talking about
on.
America or you talking about the union? Because I know DC and the union.
I heard Guatemala was doing some shit over there.
Hey, I know Guam and the Marshall Islands part of that shit. Fuck Trump. Damn, niggas done. We need to do that for real, though. That'll be the thing. But we appreciate everybody joining us. We are at Bruh Listen Pod on Twitter, Bruh Listen Pod on Instagram. We are Bruh Listen Podcast on Facebook. You can hit us up at bruhlistenpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
If you want to comment. Shout out to all the people around the world that's listening. Japan, we see you. You popped up last week. So whoever listening to Japan, that's what's up. Taiwan, Ireland, you always been there. UK, who else? Papua New Guinea.
Do the Irish know that they call them the niggas of white people?
I bet they do.
You
Because
know?
Irish people love to bring up that, the Irish was oppressed.
Right.
They love saying that
They
to a
love
nigga.
saying that
You,
shit,
know,
yeah.
you know, my people, we got off the boat. We weren't treated well. You ever seen gangs in New York? You got to be tricking me like that. Boy, I
Hey,
watched
it's
the
a
Irish
compliment,
movie
white
this
people.
morning.
You must
Yeah.
have
Irish
watched
people.
them, like literally.
No, I watched the Irish horror movie a while back.
Leprechaun?
No, nigga, a real one.
Oh shit!
The film was actually an Irish film. Like, everybody that made the film was from Ireland or whatever.
Wow. How did you come across that shit?
Yes.
Netflix.
I'm about to say, you must have been bored and watched everything on Netflix.
Netflix.
Like, let me try this.
But apparently, when you playing and you not being serious in Ireland, they say, "Are you tricking me?" And let me tell you something. An Irish person saying, "Are you tricking?" 17 times, 18 times during the
Oh
movie
my God.
takes all the horror away from the show. James, come on.
Straight comedy at
James
that
that
point.
went down to the boat dock. He ain't come back. James, come on now. I know you're tricking me. You're tricking me,
Oh, yeah, he was
James. I was
tricking
like,
her. He
oh
was
my
definitely
God.
tricking.
What's the name of this movie?
I gotta figure it out because damn, it was like the movie was about these Irish people. If you out there in Bruh Nation and you know the name of the movie, put it in the comments.
Don't nobody watch
whatever.
this
Don't
shit,
nobody
bro.
watch
No, it's on
I
Netflix. I guarantee
really-
somebody done watched it or whatever.
Nigga on a binge
But the
watch, they
movie was
done.
about like these kids. They went up the country. They went into the hotel. The hotel was haunted. They got trapped in the hotel. It's like a loop. Whatever. It's a Netflix movie. God damn it. You're tricking me, Tank? Are you tricking
It's
me?
Netflix, so it goes from straight to DVD or straight to VHS now to straight to Netflix now.
You know, Netflix consider themselves a serious TV station. So they don't
Oh, they
appreciate
don't.
Station
your
or a TV provider.
like TV channel.
com-
Like they
provider?
are a TV station in their opinion. So they don't like when you play them. They feel like they HBO. So they don't like when you
They
fuck
is,
with them
though.
with that damn bullshit ass like
Yeah.
straight to DVD shit you just said,
But
Brittany.
I mean, that's
But that's
technically what
really
the new
true.
shit now.
Seriously.
I mean, they do make
Everything-
bad movies, but
Right, right.
Still at the same time,
And then movies
this
that
nigga
are-
showed up. Boy, Bud, it's an anniversary for real.
Hey.
Bud, intern Bud just showed up.
Now
Every
it's coming.
single-
Hey, bud, this nigga said you done lost weight.
He did. He lost a bunch of weight. Look at that nigga.
Boy, you gotta do something about them titties, boy. He came in, them thing bouncing.
Why would I do something about this?
There it is. Show it off.
Time I walk in the room,
Go keep walking.
Fresh.
What them thing jiggling, boy?
Intern
my.
Bud in the house.
My.
First time the nigga been on the pod.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we are ready. But it's
You
fine.
know,
It's
you
cool.
want to know something funny?
my crawl across the floor.
Oh yeah, that would have been anniversary tradition. That shirt too fresh for you to crawl across the floor.
Yes.
But let's get the thing popping, man. Shout out to everybody that has made it possible to make it to a year. Matt wanted to be here, but he in Tennessee at a tricking convention, and he said he can't make it. But shout out to Matt. Shout out to intern Bud who showed up. Kendra in the gantry. Shout out to Kunsanova. Vic out there. D. Who else we need to shout out? What's it? Ron. Who was
Ron.
Ron was on the show.
King Talk.
King Talk Apparel. We appreciate him. Shout out to Marcus, who I don't know what the fuck you doing, Marcus. Why you ain't here? Or whatever. So shout out to Marcus, co-host. Shout out to Erica. She co-host. She also makes some dumb comments in the gantry from time to time. So that's cool. Shout out to Nisha, co-hosted one time. She don't even listen to the show, so she ain't gonna get a shout out. Who else co-hosted, bro?
Squishy E.
We got that.
Oh shit! I wasn't listening to none of that shit you was talking about over
None of
there,
that.
bro.
Oh, what's
Nick
the chick?
can't multitask.
What's the
at all.
chick from the episode, the mental health episode?
The mental health. I don't know that
Damn,
bitch
I can't think of
name.
her name. Shout
I'm
out to
gonna
her.
call you, but she don't listen to that shit. I don't know that bitch name. All right.
What about the cupcake girl? What's her name?
Cupcake. Oh, Ivana. Damn, she
Ivana,
was
I
just
like
on here.
Ivana, yeah.
Shout out Ivana.
We
Who
gotta
else
have
was
her
on
back
this
for the health
bitch? I don't want to
food
miss
show.
nobody now.
Oh, Joe.
Shout out to Joe
Shout out to
Gay
Joe.
Yes, bitch.
Yes.
Shout out to Joe. Who else was on here?
That's best friend.
Brea looking like, what the fuck y'all been doing?
It's
yes,
been a party,
What's
Brea,
Joe's
since you
last
left
name?
it.
Joe Walker, who used to work with us at Bottoms Up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
skinny.
brother.
Yeah. What's Joe's last name? How many gay niggas named Joe you know?
3.
Damn. Apparently Joe is the gay nigga name. But yeah, I'm trying to think of who else. I don't want to miss
That's about
anybody.
it.
That's
bro.
about it.
Yeah, shout
But
out to all y'all niggas.
we want to give a big, big, big,
Shout
big,
out to
big,
everybody.
big shout out to our co-host for the anniversary episode, and one of the original co-hosts of Bro Listen came back. Brea Ward in the building. What up, Brea?
Yo.
Yo, Brea came back, y'all. Y'all don't know what I had to do to get her back, cause she really didn't want to come back.
Lick some
Why you
toes.
lying?
No, I ain't have to lick no toes.
Lick
I would have
some
did that on
toes.
purpose. I would have did that on purpose. I would been trying to eat Brea ass
And
for 20
Brea
years.
said, just like that, I'm out.
Look how
Just like
bad
that, I'm
she
out.
is. You ain't on this show no more. I don't care. Don't say this why
Why
she
we
left.
gotta do this when I come back?
Because
Why?
that's what
I
we
thought
here
we
for.
moved on.
That's what we here for. That's what we here for. But
Over
no,
it.
no, I just had to promise Matt wouldn't be here. Hey, Matt. Shout out, my nigga. That's what's
That
up.
is not true, by the way.
She like, Matt, that's not true. Brea, how law life treating you or whatever?
It's all right. I'm learning a lot, so it's good, I guess.
Y'all know Brea, man. She's so big time, man. She ain't got time for the pod. But you know, you ever heard a series of unfortunate circumstances or whatever that shit called?
Fortunate events.
Yeah, unfortunate events. That's what's been happening to Brea ever since she left the pod, man.
Not true.
Wow.
She don't know how to listen. You leave, bro. Listen, you done. That's not how it work out, brother.
Until you do right by me.
So you do right by
right by
me.
me.
Matt
Thank
stuck up there in Tennessee. That's what niggas call in
Tennessee.
prison now. That's what's up. Matt locked
You
up,
ain't have to
y'all.
defend
Matt
yourself.
gonna be
It
like, I
is
ain't
what
never
it is.
coming back now.
He got, hey, guess what he got arrested on? Stand your ground. Oh,
Oh, boom. She'll be here all week, ladies and gentlemen.
I will be here all week, actually, for another 52 episodes because Podbeam took my money without asking me.
Oh.
So we ain't going nowhere.
Oh, no.
They just automatically renewed my shit. I was like, damn, bitch. How you know I wanted to keep doing this? This might have been the last hurrah.
They got the juice now.
Tank, you want to tell the podcast world what you said you gonna do?
Nah, man, I'm gonna keep that on the raps.
Oh,
for now.
okay.
Oh, now it's
You
a
don't
wrap.
put that out
Put me
in
on
the
blast. I don't
street,
need
though.
everybody
You don't
knowing
put
my
it out in the
moves, my nigga. Hold on now. That was personal.
That
That
was
was some
personal.
That
personal
was an
shit I
off-air
told y'all in
conversation, right?
confidence.
In confidence.
My nigga, now you want to put me on blast.
Left hand don't even know what right hand doing.
That's crazy. Before we get into like rambling and acting a fool, I want to give a shout out to some of the supporters that listen loyally. Shout out to Tino, my Mexican brother all the way in California or whatever,
Hey.
who I've never met but support the podcast loyally. So
Shout out Tino.
Yeah, build that wall, Tino.
Go trick off on some pussy. It's on us.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh,
On
yeah.
us.
Well.
On us. Shout out to
I
Dwayne.
gotta get back used to this.
Right.
It ain't changed.
Yeah, you do.
Not at all.
You do.
Like,
Ain't
I'm
nothing
just like,
different.
oh, okay.
Shout out to Dwayne.
He gonna be sick of your shit.
I know you listen every week, man. So we appreciate you, man, fucking with us. Shout out to Gentry. I talked to you last night, and I know you said you listen every week. And Brittany, who else you know that listen every week that I might not know about?
Let's see. Shout out to Gary because he done started listening every week.
Shout out to Gary, your drunk ass. Keep going.
Shout out to Jonathan Thomas who started listening in. He started listening every week. Shout out to my
Shout out, y'all check
one-
out his podcast.
Yep, no, that's Eric Jackson.
Shout out to Eric Jackson.
for his podcast. Shout out to Markeisha, one of my best friends. Shout out to
She listen?
Yes,
We shouting out people who listen
She
now.
does listen.
You
Shout
say
out-
somebody fucking name that don't listen,
I
Brittany,
got you.
you're done.
You
We're
sick of my
done
shit?
here.
Shout out to my other best friend, Monica Colvin. She listening all the time. She weigh in.
This week on Bruh Listen, can you have two best friends? Keep going.
Oh, I have no choice. Shout out to Jessica Graham. She been weighing in a lot. Shout out to another girl I used to go to school with. She go by Evolution on Facebook. I can't remember the name.
I ain't calling
But anyway,
it. What's your
weigh
government?
in. She weigh in. Shout out to her. Shout out to Hilliard. He's listening a couple times. One of a friend of mine.
See, you're going too far. That's
I'ma
enough,
keep going.
Brittany.
I got plenty of
Because you
people. You want me to
said
keep going?
listen in a couple of times. I said loyal listeners, get your ass off the mic. Hey,
Shout out to all my
What's
friends
that?
who's been listening and supporting. We appreciate the
Shout out. We
podcast
appreciate it.
and the After Dark show.
Tank, anybody you want to shout out that listen loyally that we might not know about?
That I might not know about. Shit, yeah, somebody, but I can't think of them nigga name right now.
Oh.
What up, nigga?
Shout
Hey,
out to y'all
I'm a
niggas,
brother.
man. Shout out to Lena, Bud wife. I know she checks it out.
Oh, just research. You can't have two best friends.
Shut your ass up, Bud.
Serena, I
Intern
see
Bud in the
you,
gantry.
girl. Hey,
Shout out to
Serena.
intern Bud. Brea, who you know that listen? What that nigga name was from Vote or Die episode? Because he started the new Bruh Listen trend. What that nigga name was again? Something. We can go back and look it up.
Real fuck them and leave them, dog. Fuck them and duck them. That's how it go.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nah,
I'm
he's
sorry,
dropping
what?
off.
What is going on?
Too
Let's
much
move
going
on.
on for Brea.
Let's move on.
Y'all know this why Brea
This
left.
close. Is this close?
Y'all
bro?
know this why Brea
Like
left.
she got
Brea like,
going
I-
on. She got
You
one of her
have been
legs
attacking me
off.
since I walked through the door,
I
bro.
just miss you.
Like,
I
what's
just
going
miss you, and I
on?
don't know how to
Okay.
express
Well,
it.
let's just say that.
I don't know how to
Okay.
express it.
You got
Why you
the
making me
shit
open my
going
feelings
on.
up?
Fuck them and duck them, dog.
Yeah, why you making me open my
Nah,
feelings up in front of
Don't
the
keep the
world?
nigga around,
I mean,
dog.
you did that. I didn't tell you.
You
to do
did,
that.
no, you forced me to say how I really felt. I was just making fun of you.
Well,
You
be
was
real
like,
about
you
it
been
then. That's
attacking me.
it. If
I
you be
miss
real
you.
from the get-go,
I love
we
you.
need to-
We need to back up a
You one of my
little bit.
bestest friends, and you was a great co-host. And now you back. So this week,
A lot of shit going on, my nigga. What we talk about?
Man.
Oh man.
I want to talk about Cardi B drugging these niggas.
So Tay want to talk about Cardi B. Nah, we gonna talk about
Okay,
it.
no, go ahead.
Tay want to talk about the fact that it came out that Cardi B used to drug niggas and rob them.
Other week.
Now you want to talk about it because it's a double standard, or you want to
Well,
talk
I
about
just
it?
want to talk about it.
Let's talk
They,
about-
they,
so
they
what's
got
your
the whole
stance?
they got the whole surviving Cardi B
No
hashtag
way.
going around.
Oh my god.
Let's talk
with it.
about that. Let's
I'm
talk
with
about
it.
Okay.
I'm with it.
Surviving Cardi B because this bitch out there drugging and robbing niggas.
I'm with it.
Still doing it though?
Put her
I
in
mean,
jail.
She still doing it though?
No, she not doing it. Now everybody
She
When
talking about when
was
she was a
this?
stripper.
We all
when
talking
she
about
was
how
a
ratchet this
stripper.
bitch is.
Yeah.
All her regular fans ain't surprised by none of this shit.
Right.
Because she's a ratchet ass New York
She done
stripper.
transcended that shit though.
Yeah, nah,
You-
but this
you-
is
So
ass
does
though.
that,
This
go,
like-
does
this-
that speak to everybody has a pass?
But everybody
But
don't
she
have a
should be
pass
held-
of drugging and robbing
I'm
niggas.
sick
So
of
what?
Britney
But
shit.
everybody got a pass though.
I'm sick of
so
Britney
if-
shit
since
already.
She transcended from that pass, should
No.
she still be held
Britney.
held to get her feet to the fire because of what the shit she used to do?
Yes.
Still
All
be
y'all done
held
done
accountable.
some fucked up shit as young
Britney,
people.
stop.
All y'all done some fucked
But
up
you
shit.
Britney.
still
I'm
should
proud
be
of.
held accountable.
Brittany.
Like what? She got away with it. That means she was a better criminal than most people out
Brittany.
there. What that mean? Go ahead.
I'm
You
sick of
my
your shit.
Gotcha.
Number one. And number two, drugging niggas and robbing them ain't in nobody pass.
I never
dog.
said it's okay, but what you mean? It was.
No,
Do she
you
do it now?
said- you said-
Do she do it now?
Okay,
Do she
well,
do it now?
if the priest who
But do
raped
she
little
now?
boys be like,
We not talking
everybody
about
got a
this. That's
pass.
the- that's
you
we're
said
not talking about
everybody
pre.
got a pass,
That's
though.
the
That's
thing
what we're
about
talking
double
about.
standard
It
because
is,
they
that's
did
what
it
we're
to Bill
not talking
Cosby. He did it in
Right.
his past, but he got indicted.
Damn
for it.
right.
So Cardi
So
B.
if Bill Cosby got to go to jail,
Exactly. So-
Cardi B got to
That's
go
what
to
she
Okay,
jail.
said.
so then,
No, that
so
doesn't
then bring
mean-
her accused.
She
Bring her
don't have to go to
accusers
jail.
out. How
I
about
ain't
that?
going that far.
Bring her
But-
accusers. Bring
Let
the
me tell you
evidence. How
why.
about that?
Let me tell you
How
why
about
she
that?
ain't gonna get no accusers
Hey.
out. Ain't no grown ass man about to come up and be like, I got drugged and robbed by this stripper. It's not
Okay,
happening.
but they
That's true.
could. But they could.
Well, how did they find? How did they find out about it?
And
then?
hold on, the difference.
She
was-
told it. She told on herself.
But the difference
I think it
is
was old
the
posts that
niggas
she
that
had a
went
long
to
time
go
ago.
fuck with Bill, the niggas that went to go fuck with Cardi B, they knew they was going there to fuck. These bitches that went to go fuck with Cosby, as naive as it may sound, I know you giving me that look. Bro. A lot of them bitches know they was going to fuck. All right?
They did.
A lot of them did, but some of them didn't. Some of them he just popped the pill in this shit.
But even
That's
then,
what they say. Most of them did it.
well, even then, we acting like this shit she said she did ain't a fucking crime. Regardless
I
if
don't care.
it don't matter if you care or not. You might not care about the bitches who fucked Bill Cosby. I could have swore on this show somebody said they ain't give a fuck about that.
I don't give a fuck about it.
Exactly.
Fuck them hoes.
But it's still
But it
against
needs
the
to
law.
be this exactly.
So it
to be
needs
the
to
same
be-
No,
for
it
everybody.
ain't against the law. When you doing illegal activity and another illegal activity happens, all of that shit foul. So
Right.
you already making it like,
Okay, so
like
it's
who's
against
gonna
the
call
law.
and call the police and be like, hey man, I was trying to sell this nigga a key and the nigga robbed me. I want my dope back.
But you could, but regardless.
Yeah, robbing is a crime, but
Right.
you making an illegal transaction already.
Okay, I don't
Right,
care.
right.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care.
But that matters though. You can say you don't care, but it matters that what you was initially
but-
doing
but
was
what
illegal.
What matters about you can get up now. We don't care about no more.
yeah, you
Brittany.
good.
But what matters to me is the enforcing of the rules equally to everybody.
Well,
If
the
Bill
victims got to
Cosby-
come forward though.
I know they ain't going to, but I'm just
Exactly.
saying in general. If one do,
Then,
they better
then it will be
prosecute that
handled.
shit.
Okay.
It will
Real
be
talk.
handled.
Let's look at
But you
it.
know
Let's
that's not
look
gonna
at it.
happen.
No, because you're paying for pussy.
Not saying
Shit.
that she is, but how do we know she's even? I hate to go this route now.
What?
I know y'all about to pounce all over this shit, but not saying she is. But how do we even know she's telling the truth about this shit?
Shut up, Brittany.
I'm just saying, like on real shit though. How many niggas have lied on shit just to make?
Look
themselves
at
look
real
good?
looking at you like right, like
just
what?
saying.
Well, we
Why
know
would
she's
she
telling the
say
truth
that if
because
it
she
wasn't
came
true?
out
Right.
and she came out and said that's her
Did
past.
she
Right.
come out, right? It's
She
her
confirmed
past.
it. She said
right,
that's
but
her
did she initially come out and say, "Hey, this is what I've done, but this is my past," or did they find shit that she posted
No.
years ago, and then when it was brought to light, because that's what always happens,
It don't matter
then
if
she
you
came
po-
back and said
if-
it was my past.
But wait, even
She's
if
an
she
Instagram
posted,
star.
even if she
She
posted
was
it,
right.
Even
So
if
she
she-
was making it was clout, like she was trying to build herself
clout
up
or no
from
clout.
a ratchet standpoint.
Even if you posted,
No.
okay,
I'm not defending it
No,
by
what
no
I'm saying
means.
is, if she posted it years ago and she ain't do the shit, when they asked her about it, she was been like, "I just want to clout. I ain't do the shit." But if she posted it years ago
And now you
she's
confirmed
saying
it.
you did it,
Yeah,
you did
She
it.
did it. Okay, cool.
That's your dumb ass.
I gotta go by your word. I'm not
Why
gonna
would
look
you
into
have?
it. Is she really doing it? No, I'm going by
You gotta
the bitch
look
word.
into it, bro.
She
Aight.
said
But
it.
at the end of the day,
You
well, I
gotta
don't
look
care.
into it, bro.
care.
Now, what would be the difference is because niggas trying to act like she's
Well,
drugging
those
niggas
duck
and
ass
it's so
niggas that got
bad.
drugged. My bitch.
Who
got
gives a fuck?
drugged.
This is
But
something-
what if she would have
They
just
got
robbed the niggas?
Robbed. Duck
Still
ass
bad.
niggas. Okay.
Because it's songs Annie up. Everybody love Annie up. Got that fool.
Right.
Annie up. Kidnap that fool. Everybody love give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Right.
Or Biggie or whatever. All this shit talk about robbing niggas, but soon as it come to some a bitch that's really doing it,
Right.
nah niggas.
Well, you
wanna
know
act
what
all
though?
up in arms.
What you know what though? The difference is Biggie and Mob Deep and all them niggas. When niggas ask them, "Hey, these crimes you talking about? Did you do them?" Hell no, because they smart. So that's Cardi
But
B
she
dumb
went on
ass,
there
right?
and-
She
and
said it.
There's
said
plenty
that
of
she
niggas that say they
did
rob
it.
niggas. It's plenty
In
of
the
niggas that talk about
music.
robbing niggas.
Right, but I'm saying
Like
though,
21 Savage talk about robbing niggas.
Let's talk
Right.
about a
That
nigga
he
that
done
got
did.
locked up
But
for
wait-
his music.
but
What's
wait,
the,
though.
What's the old boy name? No, not him. What's the old
Well,
boy?
he-
The Smoney Dance. What's his name?
Bobby
Well,
Smurf.
that
Bobby
nigga was a
Smurf.
menace to society.
Right.
He should have been locked
Put him
up.
in
But I'm
jail.
just saying. But what
Fuck Bobby
honestly,
Smurf.
what got them to put him in jail was honestly his music, though.
Yeah, because he talked.
Okay,
Right.
again, I want to bring up
But
21
they was
Savage.
already
real quick.
investigating them crimes.
Right.
I want to bring up 21 Savage real quick, who got deported to Cornbread Ham. Shout out 21.
That shit is not
Come
a
on the
real
pod.
ass country,
Um,
a city. She made this shit up.
Calm down, mate. But 21, when he was in court recently, and that's part of like his what is it called, immigration trial or whatever. Like they were saying like, oh, you committed all these crimes because they was trying not to give him another green card. They was like, you committed all these crimes. Why would we like let you back in the country? And he said in court, I ain't do that. That's music.
Well, you in court.
That's right. That's what
Cardi
I'm
B
saying.
ain't in court.
That's all
She's
I'm
a
saying
court of
is
public opinion.
when it come down and being under oath, They smart enough to say,
Yes, of
music,
course.
right?
If Cardi B was under oath, of course she'll say,
Are we
no, I
sitting
didn't
here
drug no
thinking that
niggas.
Cardi B is some A+ smart motherfucker?
I'm saying that she was under oath, she would have said
She's
she's smart
probably
enough
smart
to.
now.
She knows street code.
I beg to
smart,
differ. I'm
smart.
sorry.
I don't
I
think
have
so.
no
And she knows-
confidence. No, I have
Tell her,
no
Brea.
confidence
I
in
agree
the
with
fact
Brea.
that she would not.
Slow-
Under oath, I think she's still gonna say that she did it.
100.
100%.
Slowly but surely over
That
time.
makes no sense at
But
all.
wait,
she's a
The
red.
y'all
fact
don't
that
know
she
street
just
niggas.
admitted it without being
Here's
under
why though.
oath.
But y'all
Here's
don't know
why
street
though.
niggas.
Here's why though. Here's why I think it don't matter street nigga or not.
Yes,
you
it
can be a
does.
dumbass
It
street
does.
nigga.
You don't know
You can
that.
be-
But I don't think Cardi B is a dumbass
You
street
know she
nigga.
rich now. She got lawyers who.
Thank you, bud. That shit don't matter. But I just want to point out that I do think over time, getting to know more and more about Cardi B character, she dumb as fuck. She like literally one of the dumbest people. Now, down me, I'm hating on her.
don't
I'm
think
happy
she
she
dumb
doing.
as fuck.
Oh,
I don't think
I
you
think
give
she
a
do
lot.
I think she's
Smart.
street smart? Street smart. She Einstein.
Street smarts matters, and
Man,
that's
it
when it
does
comes to
matter a
if she
lot.
under
But-
oath.
But that's not the only thing that matters.
But yeah,
Not
but
the only
street
thing,
smart.
but it does hold a lot
Smart
of weight.
thing would have been to say when they asked her about this
Thank
shit.
you, Brittany. It does hold
It holds a lot of weight.
lot
Street
of weight.
smarts holds a lot of.
Well,
fucking
you know
She's
what?
ratchet.
Okay, well she too ratchet because when they asked about this, she'll be like, I ain't do that.
I tell you this. I tell you this. She's
That's what she said.
What you talking about? I ain't do that.
she's
The fact that you can say do that and I can't is a problem.
I'm a grown ass
I
man.
cannot do that. Like
she's
what?
too ratchet for
Can
the
you teach
general
sweeping
white
practice?
population that they're trying to put up to.
You guys got to hold on, Tank. You got to roll your tongue.
See, it don't come out.
That's
right.
why I can do it, Brea.
Okay.
Because I can roll my tongue.
Nah,
Roll your tongue.
man.
Oh,
Niggas-
you
Go ahead,
roll
Tank.
hard.
Continue. Okay.
Don't start, bro.
Okay, Brea.
Anyway, continue. Take. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Right on top. Right on that thing.
I'm finna say
It
something.
took a left turn real quick.
Listen, Brea ain't on this show no more.
What does that mean? That means you can harass me?
No, that means I just miss you. Listen, I just miss you. You was a
In the
really good
workplace, she
co-host.
feels harassed.
I don't know how to express
She feels
myself.
harassed in the
Cedric, I
workplace.
apologize for interrupting your
We are
point.
listening.
Go ahead. And
I don't
continue.
even remember what the game I'm pointing
Look
at.
at you. Look at you.
You know what's funny? Over these 52 episodes,
I done lost some points.
we slowly but surely just evolved into like when Tank making a serious point, cutting it off and talking about some dumb shit.
Dumb shit.
Because we never give a fuck about your serious points. I
I
apologize.
care about your serious point.
I apologize. I do too, though.
See what
I
I do?
apologize.
This why we.
so sorry I left you alone.
I wanted to save it. There. I'm
It
leaving,
was
bro.
right there.
Listen,
You ain't going no goddamn way.
and I'm starting Listen, Bruh podcast. Y'all go check that out. Fuck these niggas.
All the,
see
everybody
how
out there, Tank started his own podcast called Listen, Bruh. He ain't got no equipment, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good.
I'll
Okay.
figure it out, nigga. I'll figure it out.
Oh, just like you figure out when you take over the host and do this and you fuck up every time.
This week on Bruh, listen, we gonna be talking about ratchet ass Cardi B, and you know they. I'll wait till after the pod to say that.
Oh, jeez.
I hate the 5 heartbeats, bud.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
I
But
said
is it a double standard with Cardi B and R. Kelly though?
Wait a minute.
Let's-
Should she go? Should
Let's
she
talk
go
about
to
the
jail?
fact this nigga said
She
he hit the
should
5
be
heartbeats though.
Held
So
to the same
sorry.
accountability.
Man,
wait a minute.
It's hit or miss.
Wait, what you mean a double standard between R. Kelly and Cardi B? In what manner do you mean that? Because
Like
R.
if
Kelly
nothing
was
happens-
like, he's getting like pedophile charges. And
I
shit
mean,
like that.
R. Kelly. I'm not Cardi B. Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, yeah.
I think it
and
is.
Cardi
I
B.
think it's unfair double standard. And here's what my thing is. Like, legally actually going to jail, Cardi B ain't going to jail. Nor do I even give a fuck if
They're
she
not gonna
do.
convict her. They're
I
not
hope
gonna
she
convict
don't actually, right?
The issue,
But
Then again, nobody has come up to say
And
that
nobody-
she did that to
To
them.
your
So that's
point-
going to kind of make it kind of difficult. For
to
them
your
to-
point, no real dude is actually going to do that.
Nobody.
But the
Exactly.
issue is
I
what
won't
came
do it.
about with Bill Cosby. is that
bitch, if she
people
drugged
came
me and I
forward.
fucked, I'm still happy.
Shit, if they want some money,
And
they'll
that's
do
what
it.
they was doing.
Niggas
But
is money
the thing
hungry.
about the whole Bill
That's
Cosby,
true.
people came forward. The women came forward, whether it was
Right.
believable or not, and that's what started that string
Well,
of events.
what I was
Same
gonna-
situation with the R. Kelly thing. Women came forward. Yeah, they created a documentary. And yeah, he was accused prior to and they came forward regardless.
Lying.
If nobody would have came forward, they would have just said this shit. If nobody says I, then they're gonna be like, all
That's
right,
very
cool.
true.
Here's what I'm saying. It's a double standard that's wrong, though. Because we talking about legal issues actually getting arrested. I can care less. It's a double standard in the court of public opinion. Because so far, Cardi
Fuck
B
the
ain't
court
being
of
hurt
public
by
opinion.
this. You can't say that.
I can.
Court
No, court of public opinion matter
That's why
when
R.
you a
Kelly getting
celebrity.
charged right now.
Yeah, you can say court,
Yes, he's
fuck the
fucking
court of
too.
public opinion.
Yeah.
Because don't nobody give a fuck about you. We talking about.
I am shit, first of all.
But I'm saying though, like, think about this. When you look at somebody like Chris Brown and the mistakes he made, R. Kelly and the mistakes he made, O.J. Simpson and the mistakes he made, Bill Cosby the mistakes
Not
he made.
mistakes, they
We
just
can
got
keep
caught.
going on with these people or whatever, right? In the court of public opinion, they get they basically get slaughtered. They're done. Look at Kareem Hunt, the football player. He kicked the bitch that I ain't gonna say she deserved to be kicked.
Barely kicked that bitch.
But right, he was like, stupid asshole. And he kicked her, right? and in the court of public opinion, it cost him his career. But wait, Cardi B record sales went up the next day after this shit. And everybody came out. Everybody came out supporting her.
So then that's
Well, they knew her name, but not
public
in-
opinion has a lot of weight, which honestly it shouldn't. To be honest with you, because if there's no evidence and there's no proof, then why are we sabotaging these people's careers? But on the flip side, court of public opinion will matter because at the end of the day, those same people are consumers to whatever.
That's right. That's why it matter a lot.
So I'm looking at it from both angles.
Look at Smollett. Look at Jesse
from
Smollett.
The same thing happened to him.
But from a legal conviction standpoint, though, the court of public opinion shouldn't have shit to do.
It
with
don't.
anything.
Anybody who
But it
listen-
does.
But it does,
It
though.
does.
It does. But
Especially
Yeah,
for famous
but it
people.
does.
Anybody that listen to rap music and with all this shit and then want to judge Cardi B and talking about that cancel shit or whatever, they hypocrites.
bitch, you can
There's some
fuck
self-righteous,
with
some
that.
self-righteous.
They want to cancel her because of that?
Yeah, they some self-righteous.
Some people say
Cancel her
self-righteous
from what?
hypocrite
Cancel
because-
her from what?
Cardi
The
B
people-
ain't
but
going
wait,
to
You know
The
how
people-
I don't know what the fuck they
The
mean by
people that
cancel.
saying cancel Cardi
Meaning
B
they're not going to support her anymore.
is probably the same people that was saying mute R. Kelly. So if they did it for everybody, then I don't give a fuck. But all you niggas that saying cancel Cardi B and y'all ain't say cancel all the other niggas, I'm with Tank. Y'all wrong as fuck.
And how many rap songs about robbing niggas? You can't listen to all these rap songs about robbing
I'll
niggas.
tell you,
Then when the
See, I
bitch
had
say, then when the bitch say she robbed
fucking
niggas, now it's-
album trap music about robbing.
I want to
all
make a
that
point
shit.
too.
niggas talk about selling dope and
Right.
all this other dirt, and
I was
now
about to-
she robbed.
I want to bring up a nigga that slid past the court of public opinion and everything else or
What you
whatever.
talking about, nigga?
A nigga that said put the Molly in the drink, she ain't even know it. Took her home and I had my way, she ain't even know it. Talking about Ross. That nigga said that shit. Ain't nobody say
No,
hey.
he did get backlash for that.
They
A lot.
said
He got a
something.
lot of backlash.
No, but what they said something, but it ain't affect shit. Ross
It
still
kinda
Ross.
did.
But
It
like
kinda
we
did.
said, somebody has to come forward and say
Right.
something.
It kinda
Hey,
did
this
affect
happened
Ross.
to me.
Hey,
so,
niggas, this happened to me. Look
yeah.
into it.
It was at the wrong time for Ross to say that shit too with the Bill Cosby shit.
Yeah, man.
It, it did fuck with Ross though.
That's crazy.
They ain't get that nigga no pass.
Let's talk about
Wingstop.
Let's talk about Smollett.
Jesse motherfucking Smollett. Why these crackers want to hang this nigga?
I'm telling you, they're so
They so
mad.
mad.
When the mayor came out and said this is a whitewash of the justice system,
I
I
Fuck
was
the
like, I
illegal
know
cop. Fuck-
you ain't
saw
talking about
something.
whitewash.
Fuck the cop
bruh.
shooting niggas. They
Fuck
don't
no,
worry
he
about
didn't.
that.
I
Just
saw
say
something
Ron
that
Manuel.
I saw something that came across that said that Illinois was going to create a law so that whatever money that Justice Smollett makes in Illinois, that he was going to have to pay money off of that to pay the city back for the amount of money they spent
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what it said.
investigation of this his
First of all,
whole
if they do that to
supposedly
him,
accusations.
are they going to do that to everybody and enforce
Right.
it for everybody? They're
How,
just mad.
how many
because-
cases out there have been witch hunts that y'all
Exactly.
have spent money on, like dollars, tax dollars on, and y'all ain't asking them motherfuckers to pay that shit
Intern
back?
Bud back in action.
That's
He just gave me a thing with Ross's response to Cardi B, and Ross said, "Leave her alone."
Of course he
Because
did.
he faced a lot of scrutiny, and he know what she going through.
Drugging bitches too.
Back to Jesse
Thank
Smollett
you,
real
Bud.
quick. Yeah, intern Bud actually
On it.
working. Stephanie's still better than you. No, intern Stephanie.
Redeem yourself.
Intern Stephanie way better than intern Bud because she show up 80% of the time. Intern Bud ain't been here since episode 30.
I was at 20%.
Yeah, fuck intern Bud, man.
But when you hear,
Appreciate
when
you coming
hear,
though. You
when
part
hear
of the
on
show.
shit.
You part of the show. But back to Jesse Smollett real quick or whatever.
Smollett.
Jesse said, "I'm the gay Tupac." In reality, you the gay OJ.
Yeah.
Because the same thing happened to OJ happened to you, which
exactly.
is you did some shit that was a crime and it was fucked up. You got off
You got off.
because you rich or whatever, and you got off.
Well, it
And
ain't, he ain't
Do
get off
we
'cause he rich.
believe?
He got off
Wait.
because it was a non-violent crime, and this
Do
was
we
his first
even
time.
believe that he really did that though? I'm just saying. How much evidence did they really have to connect all the evidence that they have?
Oh,
I'm just
he
saying.
did.
They
Oh, he did.
Let me
No,
explain.
no.
They had enough evidence to charge him with
Right.
it. But the way that it works with the criminal system
And the
you know
money
this.
that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you're a first time offender,
yeah.
even if you is guilty, if they could settle the shit without all the other shit, they'll
Then they're
do
not
it.
gonna
So
do
they
it.
charged him 10,000. They kept the 10,000, and they said that the
He had to do some
days that he
volunteer
did
hours or
volunteer
something.
He did
work,
some
they
community
used
service,
that,
yeah.
Which
as
would have
community
happened.
service.
And that's
So
what
that
I'm
mean
saying.
the
And that's
justice
why I
system
don't
working.
understand
Yeah.
why they're so upset
Why they so
about
mad?
that.
He
Because
did
this
that.
Because
happens
he
all
black.
the time.
Yeah.
Literally
He's
all
a
the time.
black faggot.
That's the only reason.
But just think
That's
about
the
how
only
many,
reason.
just think about
literally.
how many crimes, how many people out there in the same situation and don't get that same type of Don't
Well,
get the same type of.
really?
No,
No, everybody that's
intern-
a first time offender
First
that
time
got
offender,
that petty
they get
shit.
that same
They gonna get off
thing.
of that.
He right. Intern
They do
Bud just
community
brought up.
service.
Robert Kraft just did the same thing.
Yeah, your first time offender.
First time
They
offender.
gonna let him off.
Petty ass prostitution charge. By
Unless you murder somebody or
Yeah,
do
you
some
gone.
robbery,
Which he didn't do.
you gonna get off on your first.
and again,
They're
making
it
it
needs
into like
the
a
justice.
huge,
Wait, and this is my thing. This is why no nigga should be mad about it at all because
Nigga shouldn't be mad.
they shouldn't be mad at all. And here's,
I don't know
but
why
I done
they
seen,
would be.
I done
All I
seen
know
it.
is I saw his name come up in the thing. I was like, him again.
But wait, I
So I
seen
said, oh, okay,
I
cool.
seen a lot of niggas mad on the internet about this shit. Mad at Jesse. Here's the thing about it, nigga. That could be you on a first time bullshit offense. Getting off for once, the shit actually worked.
Exactly.
the system
So-
worked. But the only reason people mad is because white people mad because he black and he gay.
And he got away. Exactly.
Niggas don't like he's still trying to cop
If
that
I
bullshit
did
story
it.
either. Goddamn
like,
it. He's
that's
still
what
trying to
OJ
say.
kept going. We knew he did it.
Okay.
He wrote a book, nigga. He wrote a fucking book
That's what
after
the
the
white.
fact.
That's
If
what
I
the-
did.
Exactly. And that's what the white people do. They keep rolling with their
Yeah,
story and they
same
keep getting away
story.
with it. Nobody does
Oh,
anything
because
about
he
it.
black.
So,
Now all of a sudden he gotta tell the truth.
Right.
Keep lying, Jesse. We know that he went out
lie
there.
your behind off. And
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
lie.
that normally, but lie.
Lie. Make it worse.
They do it all the
Be
time.
like
I
they
told
was
y'all
super
before and I told
neo-Nazis.
you again.
I'm good if we
No,
never
what
talk
trips
about
me
this
out
nigga
is
ever
this-
again. Goddamn
What
it.
trips me
Facts.
out
Come up
is
again.
this mayor, like making
Ron
the
Manuel.
comments that he said. I was just like, I cannot believe
He was big mad. He
Is
was
he
big
black?
mad.
so mad.
I don't know what the
Big
fuck
man,
he is,
bro.
but can I
Brea,
say
is Ron
that?
Manuel black?
No,
I don't know. No.
If he is, he a coon. Go ahead, Tom.
I want to say that
the
even
police,
if whatever the
what
fuck
you call
Ramen
it, is
Manuel
like the-
is,
Oh yeah,
he done
sure.
been on TV and all of this shit, doing all of this shit for the Justice Smollett shit. When at the same time, the Chicago PD dirty than a motherfucker, doing all kind of city
Putting
settlements.
guns in
Exactly.
That's why
And
Ron
you didn't say
Manuel-
nothing about
But you
that.
don't say nothing about that. Putting
But
guns and shit
that's
into
why
communities
Ron
was
Manuel
still
trash. Do y'all remember the kid got shot by the Chicago PD last year like 40 something times, and it was cameras, and then
I
all
ain't
of a
seen no
sudden
Robin
the
Manuel.
cameras went and disappeared. Ramen Manuel was like they did their job,
Right.
but you bad at
But
Justice
you mad at
Smollett
him because
because he fucking paid somebody to fake beat his ass.
Trump said, as Trump said also.
Yeah,
that-
intern Bud with the Trump information.
Yeah, he also said something
better than
along
Stephanie
lines
right
that
now.
Justice Smollett is a disgrace to
said he's
society.
gonna
I'm
get-
paraphrasing.
He's gonna get the FBI.
Right,
to come
FBI
in.
involved. He's
They
racist
have.
to society and
By
all
the
that
way,
other dumb
president
shit.
control all that shit because he do have certain executive privileges. He definitely told the FBI to investigate the Justice
This
Smollett.
is the
What are
problem
they
when you
gonna
have a
do?
celebrity in chief
can
in
all-
charge.
they can't
This
do
is the
shit.
problem, but this is the problem when you have a celebrity in charge because you care about celebrity shit. Because Obama, how many times did Obama have? Underneath Obama's reign, you had all these celebrities going through all this other dumb shit. Did you hear Obama mention anything about any of that shit?
Well, he called
No.
Kanye a jackass.
That's about the only goddamn thing.
I mean,
That was
But
the
to the
only
point, to the
thing.
point,
Yeah,
though.
he's a
To the point-
jackass.
That was well warranted.
Right, but to the point where you're getting the
Kinda
FBI
is.
involved in some dumb shit that ain't got shit to do with you.
Exactly.
Like I'm just saying, when you should be technically preparing to rerun again for 2020.
my thing is this though.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Why are we trying to pick up federal charges on something that
On
the
something
city?
that's-
This shit wasn't even
He
a
was
state
a-
charge.
Right,
It
it
was
was
a
a
city
town.
charge, and the
Oh my
city of
gosh.
Chicago was like, "Well, this is wasting my time."
Right.
But not Trump, because Trump loved fucking up funds. He want to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to have
the
the FBI
right,
to do
investigate this case.
That's so
But you know
stupid.
why though? Because he could tell his base, I got one of those niggas.
Yep, that's all it is.
I think for a first time
want it.
offender, even with all of them charges and all of that shit, it's still no
It's
jail
the same-
time. So what's the
exactly.
point of
So
the
what-
FBI
Yeah,
investigating?
if he
Wasting
would have got
time.
that's true. If
Wasting
he would have
their
got
time,
found
energy, and
guilty,
money.
he would have been facing a fine.
Yeah, what?
He's doing this because he wants to get reelected in 2020, and he knows these
So you go after
rednecks
you
and stuff
go
like
after
that are gonna
Smollett.
love him. To
That's gonna boost your. That's gonna
But
boost your campaign
it's Trump.
trail.
It's Trump. He go after every nigga.
But you going.
That's what the white people want.
Right.
That
Oh,
support
so
him.
we-
Sons of
James,
bitches.
James Matthews say
Shout out.
they only dropped it because they ain't want exposure to Chicago PD.
Shit, that might be it.
Facts. Facts.
The whole Chicago corrupt. That might be part
That's
of
fuck.
it.
That's why I
That's
didn't really
fuck.
believe the whole story. I don't know. Some stuff just didn't. I don't know. It
I
didn't
heard-
all add up to me. I,
I
feel
heard
like
they didn't read the nigga his Miranda rights.
I don't know
when
about
they
that.
arrested
I didn't
him.
How
read
often
that.
does that happen?
So it's literally OJ all over again.
It is
You
OJ.
do your job right, but all that bad stuff you did.
Intern Stephanie in the building. Yeah. I mean, whatever. We all know Chicago PD corrupt. We all know
Yes.
the system corrupt. Jesse Smollett got off. Who give a fuck?
Next.
Who cares?
Thank you. Next.
Let's talk about Trump though, real quick, since we
him.
was talking about him anyways and his funding. So Trump backtracked this week because him and Betsy DeVos released the budget because Trump releases his budget or whatever. Part of that budget, the Department of Education wanted to cut. Bud, could you look up the exact number? But I want to say they wanted to cut 17 point something billion dollars from special education, which includes Special Olympics. It was special education too.
Oh,
special. So
I got a lot of shit to
one
say
of the
on.
things that was real upsetting to a lot of people whose kids go to like special ed or whatever was that the money would have been so drastic in cuts that they wouldn't have had. I think special ed, Kendra, you might be able to know this. Don't special ed have teachers helpers in there or whatever? It's like
paras. They have paras in the room.
There's 2 people in the room,
It's
right?
It's 2 people in the room, and the class sizes are small and including those 2 people.
Right.
In the
So
room.
under Trump budget, the class sizes of special ed would have increased, and it would have only been one person
which
in the
would
room.
have been which would prevent that small class size, that small ratio, and that one-on-one time that the kids do need from the teaching. And being a parent of a child who has special needs and who benefits from that would have been very detrimental for my son
$7 billion. It would have resulted
I pay
in
for the wall.
the $17.6
Wow, fuck
million dollars cut. They was gonna
But
cut the
then they
Special
wanna
Olympics
increase-
completely.
Didn't they want
What's
to?
more
Didn't they want to
important, these
increase
special
executive
babies
salaries or something?
or the goddamn wall?
The babies.
They're not special babies.
The babies.
called
They are
special
special.
babies.
They special babies. Yeah, they
Special
special.
babies.
Yeah, they
But
are
the Special
special.
Olympics, and then with that, like when these kids get into the Special Olympics, literally the parents don't have to pay for anything. Again, my child, he participates in Special Olympics. Shout out to Miss Brass who got my son involved in the Special
Shout out
Olympics.
to all the Special Olympic athletes, bro.
Absolutely.
Little Austin.
I would have
Little
never
Austin.
known.
Shout
that.
out
And little
Austin.
Ethan. You know
Right,
Ethan.
Ethan. I
Shout
know
out
Ethan. Was who? Josiah, Anthony. I can
They ain't
name all of
listening.
them. Right.
You ain't got to
But
name them all,
anyway,
but shout out to the Special
shout
Olympic
out to
athletes.
Darnell. All
Proud of
them.
all y'all.
But honestly, like I didn't know anything. My son wanted to get involved in sports. However, he has autism. And his Miss Brass brought the Special Olympics to his elementary school, and because of that, they're able to go out there and play with kids that are like them or in some way.
You know what Trump say?
Regular
Fuck
sports, right? Regular sports, and the parents
that.
don't have to come out of pocket with
You
nothing.
do now. It's going to be the most greatest
'Cause
Special Olympics
the thing
ever.
about it is,
We're privately funding it.
right? But do you think though? But do
Big
you
league.
think that kids who are in special needs have parents who are rich? No. 60, 70, 80% of those kids' parents are working paycheck to paycheck like myself. So we can't afford the equipment and getting them to places and food and everything that the Special Olympics they'll provide. So for her to want to cut the budget, and you don't see how impactful that is to
What's
these
this bitch end
kids.
game? What?
I think
What's
no.
up?
I
Like that's
think,
crazy to me.
I think that they threw her under the bus.
DeVos?
Fuck that bitch.
No, listen though. Listen, I'm not saying
I'm
that.
already
Wait,
down
go
to
ahead,
the
Brea.
I'm
Go
not
ahead, Brea.
saying-
Go ahead, Brea.
I'm not saying that she probably did not.
I'm sorry.
She got really mad about
She
that.
ain't talking to you, Brea. She's talking about
I know,
Bessie DeVos. Wait,
It goes
hold on.
way back.
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
We'll get her. Calm down. Put them dogs in the yard. 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 Austin, all right? Austin, all right? Put them dogs in the yard. Brea, your point.
I'm not
Brittany, keep your hands
saying-
down. Fuck that bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Brea.
I'm not saying that she probably didn't play a part in it, but she's just the face for the whole education thing.
No.
I feel like this. The proposal was from other people in the White House as well. I don't think it was solely her that came
Well,
up with
I got
the
it.
idea.
Can I say something real
Wait,
quick?
wait. I want to say this though.
double
Wait,
dash
wait.
right now.
I want to
I'm
say this.
gonna jump in.
Wait, I want to say this though. I think Brea's actually right by this because if you think Bessie DeVos and Donald Trump is smart enough to write a budget, you crazy as fuck.
I get in
That's
this.
what
Can
I'm
I? Let me
saying.
get in this.
Go ahead,
Go back,
Tank.
though.
You hold on because you too passionate.
I'll
You go
tell you,
round.
yeah,
Go ahead.
I'll tell you why or whatever. Even though she not, y'all think that she not smart enough or whatever. She is book smart. This whether she ain't got none of that street smart.
I
But
agree with
she
that.
does have plenty book smart. So
She's
she's
CEO
smart.
of Wells Fargo. I know she's smart, but
and my boy, she know about education. She
Right.
been doing this shit since before the Trump administration. She been
Jesus
trying to
is still trying
gut
to
and
dish
cut
it.
shit. And
she is an
done
advocate
had an
of
agenda before
gutting
that.
public schools completely
Right. I don't
and
think
turning them
that
all
she-
private.
Exactly.
I think she's
Private
behind
she
the
played
shit.
a part.
I think
I
she's
don't
a
think
big
that she's
part
the
of it, though.
sole person
I think she's a
behind
big
the
part
whole-
of it.
Yeah,
Obama,
She's a big part of it.
George Bush, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. Well, not Hillary. Hillary was smart enough. But most people who are serving in any particular, whether it be governor, president, or whoever whoever proposes laws or whatever in an executive seat, most people don't understand how to write it. Because like we talk about this all the time, Tank. The little nuances and articles in the law.
Lawyers run
that's
the country.
lawyer shit, right?
So you're talking about the lobbyists and around them.
Right. So what I'm saying is with this bill, the reason why I say Brea is right is because the people who wrote this bill, now DeVos and Trump walked in there and said what the fuck they wanted, but the people who actually wrote it out and the money or whatever, because I will say she might have been oblivious as to the backlash that was going to happen because Republicans live in this bubble.
Yeah,
where they think
she
it's
wasn't
gonna be
oblivious to what's getting cut though.
Right,
But
she
no,
was.
she
knew
was
what
not.
was getting
Yeah,
cut.
she wasn't oblivious.
She probably
Evil
was the one
bitch.
that made the
I agree.
White bitches.
Stop right there. Hold
She
on.
might have made a
Say it
suggestion,
again.
but
She what?
Evil bitch, the white
She
bitch.
That's all
probably,
she
didn't,
is.
make,
Go
she
ahead on,
probably
Brittany.
didn't know how much money, but she might made the suggestion of what needed to be cut.
Oh no, she knew how much money. They know money.
Yeah, they know
I know
money.
they know
They
money
might know
because
she didn't even know how many kids. When he asked her
Say
the
it,
question, she
yeah.
didn't even know how many kids were going to be affected. That's what I'm
got
saying.
me fucked up.
Yes,
She
wait,
didn't.
wait,
They asked- they
wait,
asked
wait.
her in the-
Wait. What's Shorty name? Shorty. She's an older lady. She's a black congresswoman. She's over the oversight committee. Damn it, bud.
Talking about Queen Maxine.
Maxine, thank you. Never mind, bud.
How you gonna say
I couldn't-
Maxine?
listen, it's because you're so passionate. I don't know.
I mean, come across
miss
the
you so much.
table,
I don't know what to
boy.
do.
It's
Listen,
okay. Go ahead, go ahead.
but listen, Maxine Waters, all this shit came about because Congress was basically, when they seen the budget, it was like, fuck no. Right? So then they immediately called her down to the Hill to talk about the situation or whatever. And Maxine grilled her the other day, and Brea is correct. They asked her about numbers from this bill. And she literally, and it wasn't like, oh, I'm going to play like I don't know. She dead ass.
She was like,
didn't know the
Every
numbers.
This is what I think.
time they bring her to the Hill and they ask her questions about numbers. This is not the first fucking time
'Cause
she's done
she's
it.
a
She
dumb
don't know.
bitch.
Like that's the first.
But
like,
she
bro,
only
don't
she
think she's
knows
dumb at all.
she knows what's getting cut. She knows what's in the
she
plan,
don't
but she
ever
doesn't know the
shit.
dynamics of it.
She
Right.
never knows the dynamics. Yes, she approves the shit though.
Earlier,
That's what they
But
do.
she don't have to know the
No.
dynamics to prove it. Half of them don't even read the
Right.
bills that are
They
being
just do
passed.
it.
They
the
just
fucking,
pass
the
it.
fucking, the dude, the Mueller report came out. The Mueller report is
300 goddamn pages.
It's 300 pages. The dude who
That's
is
too short.
the attorney general,
Barr. Attorney, his
attor-
last name is
yeah,
Barr.
Barr was like, oh, they was like, well, we need a report from you.
He wrote a 3-page.
He wrote a 3-page report
On a
in, wait,
300-page
in
report.
24 hours. Who the fuck read 300 pages in 24
Man,
hours?
Lord.
That nigga ain't read that shit.
Obamacare was like 3,000 pages.
3,000
Anybody
pages.
think-
Read that
Anybody think anybody read that shit?
No, they
Nobody
don't.
read that crap.
That's why I
So
know
she
that bitch
not-
ain't
yeah,
know.
she's not
But
reading this
when they
stuff.
asked her, here's something else too that Trump did for everybody.
Smile
for-
on her face. That should be pissing me off.
well,
I
she's
got-
just an evil
I got a
bitch.
You know
I
what?
got-
I
She
agree
not
with you on
gonna-
that.
She a
She's
evil
like
bitch.
a smug.
I got a question there. I got a question
Every
there.
time I see them question
All right,
her,
now-
I'm like, I'm coming to the
We
studio.
know that the laws. We know that the laws is written in legalese, and most motherfuckers can't read them, and it's be big ass
Yeah, you
books.
have to have a contract.
Books
You
and
have to
shit.
have, like,
Now,
master's
all I'm saying is, so who really run the country? Is it the politicians or is it the lawyers?
Lobbyists
Because
run the
the
country.
not the lobbyists,
Shit.
because the lawyers are the ones who write the laws. All laws are written. By
I would
the
still say the
lawyers.
politicians running because the lawyers just do what the politicians say.
But
Legally, they write it. They don't know how to do it.
that's
They
what I'm
just
saying.
write
The
script.
lawyer, like Obama, the Obamacare shit. The Obamacare shit was written, but Obama don't know everything that's in that
But
3,000
But
book.
he made a suggestion.
He just
of
said,
what
"This
he
what I
wanted
want
anyway."
done."
Right, and then they
So
still
who
had,
really running this
they
shit?
still had
Well,
to
that's
write it
part
up
of
to make
management,
sense.
though.
Right,
Because
you have to delegate.
wait,
You have to delegate.
right,
You have to be. In order to be a good manager, you have to delegate.
How many managers at your job know what the fuck you do?
None.
Probably none. But they know they tell you to get it done.
That's
So that's
it.
the same thing. It's delegating.
They tell you if it's not right.
Right. I want to say this though before I forget. Okay, for everybody, because we had this conversation about Trump about is he racist, blah 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 blah.
He's narcissistic.
One of the
Well,
first,
that's not a question.
One of the first executive orders that Trump signed, which
Of
it never
1500
got addressed until DeVos was in front of Queen Maxine this week or whatever, was Obama put into place articles and laws, federal laws, that address the fact that African American students got suspended more than white students. And you can't just suspend the African American student. You have to write just cause and all this and have to be reviewed by the board and all that shit just to deter that shit, because African American students were getting suspended 4 times more than any other color student. So Obama was like, we can't have that. So he wrote a federal law, got it passed through Congress to do it. First thing, one of the first executive orders Trump signed was to get rid of that law.
Shocking.
So they addressed it on the Hill, and they was like, why, did y'all do that? Because it's hurting African American students. And she read off the numbers. It's already starting to affect us again badly.
What was her reason?
Bessie DeVos said
She didn't know.
that it is a oversight numerical problem, and we can't meet quotas.
Say what?
And Queen Maxine was like, are you trying to tell me that black kids are numbers and quotas? Because that's not what it's about. That law is not a quota law.
Wow.
But she was saying, Bessie
Y'all
DeVos
shocked?
was like,
Oh, wow.
the reason why we got rid of it is because now we have quotas to write white kids up. And that's not fair to those kids. So we need to write kids up based on their merits. That's bullshit.
Are you freaking kidding
That's
me?
bullshit. That's like taking away affirmative action and saying, well, it's hurting white kids. We need to let
now
people
we
in on their
gotta-
merits. Right. The law was written because the public can't be trusted. So, and my thing is, why did Trump sign that shit?
I'm not mad at any of
know
these
why.
crackers. I'm not mad at any of them for none of this shit. You know why?
It's kind of redundant at this point.
Let me tell you why.
Why?
Cause niggas soft and they ain't shit. No, most niggas don't even know who the hell Maxine is.
That
man.
is true.
They don't know
which is-
nothing
That's
about what's
sad
going
if
on.
they don't. But
They don't know the state attorney.
I was having a happy podcast. Here we go down this slope.
Goddamn.
You done did it.
I'm tired of blaming white folks for nigga shit because niggas the Vietnam shit is what's getting niggas. Niggas tried to
Real
tell me
shit.
the other day that I was a slave or whatever. He like you're a slave, and I get what he's saying, but I'm like, look, that mentality or whatever is why niggas is always gonna be fucked up.
Right.
I ain't no motherfucking slave. Ain't no cracker oppressing me. I can go do what the fuck I want. Stop with that mentality. I mean, I get the systematic oppression, but if you put in every child head that you a slave, you oppressed and all this shit, you ain't gonna never be able to merit what you do, as you gonna have an excuse every time some shit don't go right.
I agree.
I'm tired of the victim mind state.
I
goddamn it.
agree.
Tired of coddling these niggas. Is that the right word?
Coddling.
I said coddling.
Yes. That's what we're doing.
Coddling
We
y'all
coddling
niggas.
these
God
niggas.
damn it.
And
blaming
just-
white folks for every
I seen
motherfucking
something the other day, right? So this black dude called in to Joe Madison. Shout out to the Black Eagle, Joe Madison. I love your show. But this what black dude called in to Joe Madison because they were talking about how also in this budget Trump wants to eliminate Obamacare completely.
But
And they was
doing that from the
and they were
onset.
saying
You don't get too much
But he
white
can't
people.
though. They've already.
backlash.
I know they
Yeah,
can't,
yeah.
but wait.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
But the nigga was like, the nigga called in and was like, Obamacare is trash. It don't help me or whatever, right?
Well, it
so
ain't
the nigga, but wait, the nigga from Alabama, and he was like, I don't have insurance.
It's a nigga or a cracker?
It's a black guy.
Black guy.
I don't have insurance. I couldn't. He's not a Republican. He's like he's a Democrat. He just hate Obamacare. He was like he didn't make enough money to afford insurance. He tried to get on the subsidy program, and it was more expensive than the other way, through his job or whatever.
job.
So he was like the shit, bullshit, and trash. Something that Joe Madison pointed out that I don't know why I've never brought this up when we talk about Obamacare, but he's 100% right. That's not Obamacare fault. That's his state representative fault because you know them niggas in Alabama don't vote. But you realize that almost every southern state sent back 90% or more of the money that Obamacare sent to them for
Facts.
subsidies.
Facts.
So don't tell me your premium too high. Like in Florida, niggas be like, oh, Obamacare don't work here. The premium's too high. Well, that's because
Florida straight.
But wait, no, they could be lower.
Yeah,
Rick
they could
Scott
be.
sent back 87% of the money that was sent down for Obamacare to expand Medicaid.
Yeah.
Rick Scott was like, we don't want it. It's from Obama. And then now the Republicans are down here in Florida like, we got to get rid of Obamacare. DeSantis was one of the state congressmen who voted against accepting the federal money that was to subsidize the program. And when I looked it up, the numbers is this. So basically, just use raw numbers. If your policy would have been $100 a month, if you would have took the money from Obama, your policy would have been $20 a month.
wish mine
But they
was.
sent
It's
it
hard
back.
to explain this to a redneck cracker. But look,
That's real.
But look, even if they don't accept the money and all that shit, it's shit from the Affordable Care Act that still helps.
I'm not saying it's perfect.
because
Right.
if they get rid of the shit, if you got cancer or you got any pre-existing
There's
condition,
no
you
cap.
fuck.
Right.
But that's why they lost to
Right,
Congress,
exactly.
though.
That's
Because
why.
that's why they lost to Congress.
gonna lose
Because
again,
even
goddamn.
dude, they lost fucking the governor's seat in Kansas to a Democratic woman because the dude who was running for governor was like, I'm getting rid of Obamacare. And all them poor Kansas people looked around at they farm that don't produce no food no more and they don't make no money. It was like, well, how the fuck I'm going to be healthy?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so they got rid of it.
And you know they out there fucking their cousins and shit. They got all kind of
Wait a
deformities.
minute. This
They need
episode
that goddamn
on
Obamacare.
Listen.
Goddamn.
Fucking
Deformatized.
The baby got 3 arms.
That's also why they got up in
I'm
arms.
gonna take care
They
of 'em.
got 3 arms.
That's true. That's why they got up in arms about the Special Olympics.
Yeah.
They fuck their sisters. Then they had these
Yeah.
tardy
Wait a
ass
minute.
babies.
Wait a
And then they put their tardy
Whoa.
babies.
Pussy sparse up there.
Yeah, it's sparse.
Sparse?
Sparse is the right
Sparse.
word. I got you though.
Sparse.
Sparse. It's sparse.
I like to say
Scarce.
sparse.
Sparse is a
I
whole
think
nother
he's mixing
thing.
sparse and scarce.
Yeah,
Sparse
scarce
and
is what.
So scarce.
Sparse.
is what you say, but it's
I want to say sparse.
No, that don't sound real.
scarce. Just say
It's like,
scarce.
like in Cincinnati.
For everybody out there,
Scarce.
I'm
that-
gonna say scarce.
For everybody out there, this is what you got to expect when he starts Listen Bro podcast. Phonetically
Hey.
fucked up words.
Nigga know what I mean though. Oh, nigga know what I mean though. Pussy scarce up there.
Hey, pussy is real sparse
There you
up
go,
there. It's some sparse
Scarce.
pussy.
How did we get on that? How we start talking about pussy?
It's true though, man. You know, if you don't
You was talking
expand,
about
if you
them
don't
having sex
expand,
with
we were
their
talking about this on Bro Listen After Dark. If you don't expand your gene pool and mix it up, you get handicapped people. I'm not trying to put
And you need that
That's what
Obamacare.
happened. That's true. And they need it. So when they said we get rid of Special Olympics, they was like, "What about Lil Johnny? That's my grandbaby nephew
So when you're
brother.
talking about expanding,
I want my grandbaby nephew brother to be able to participate."
You are so horrible.
Austin, I hope you smoke them tarted ass crackers. You
Whoa, shit.
are awesome.
wait a minute.
I mean, like smoke them and
Tarted.
running.
Oh,
You talking about Special Olympics? Y'all niggas. fucked
they're
up.
not.
We
no,
didn't even
my
talk about
God,
that part.
Wait a minute.
Hey, look,
Where do
boy.
we
I
get
didn't know where you were going
You
with
ain't
that. That was
politically correct
horrible.
at all.
I'm not politically correct. I'm gonna tell everybody right now, all over the internet, all over the world. If you think I give a fuck about the incest white love childs from rural America, you got me fucked up. I don't give a fuck about y'all incest retarded babies. I don't, because number one, they
I
shouldn't
care
exist.
about the little incest
Hey.
retarded babies. Ain't they fault?
No, because you know what they gonna grow up to
What-
be?
what-
They gonna grow up to be incest retarded rednecks
minute.
that have more incest retarded babies.
Hold on.
Fuck you.
Hold on.
What are you talking about right now?
What are you
Well, you
doing?
sound like Hitler.
What?
Jax, I'm sick. I'm sick of your shit. I'm sick
You
of your
sick of
shit.
my shit?
Jax is
I'm sick of y'all
Brittany.
shit.
That was
sick of your shit.
Why y'all out here throwing love for this shit? What happened? Okay,
How did we
so
get
you
on
take
the
How did we
incest
get
love
that?
child
Yes.
Tank brought it up.
Like,
Tank brought it up.
But I was serious when I was talking
We can
about
But
it.
then you
diverge.
started talking about
Let's
expanding the gene pool and all that other
You
shit.
do. I'm saying you're not supposed to fuck your sister.
I don't think they want to. I think they probably don't have a choice.
You do have a choice. You crazy as fuck.
Hold on.
I'm sick of y'all shit.
Hold on.
Whoa, but I'm wrong.
You talking
You
about
gotta explain.
cancer?
You have to explain that.
But
How do
I'm
they not
wrong.
have a choice?
You talking about
Brittany
cancer?
just
You talking
said-
about some
Brittany
cancer?
just
Can I make a
said
point? Can I
on
make
the
a point?
pod. Yeah, you can
But
make
can
a
I
point
make
right
a
after I make my point.
I'm so glad you ain't got no brother, Brittany. Lord
Can I
have
make a
mercy.
point? But can I make a point?
Brittany just
But can I
said
make a point?
you don't have a choice when you got to fuck your
No.
sister.
I'm so
No.
glad you ain't got your
I'm
victim
talking
brother.
about up there. You talking about some? Yo, what did y'all say? Pussy is scarce, sparse,
Sparse.
Whatever you want to say, my
whatever,
nigga.
whatever your words are
Yeah.
up there. So I'm just saying, I'm making the plight for them up there.
You ain't walked that one back far
No,
enough.
I'm trying to.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
I still in the mud, Indiana Jones.
Just let it go.
You ain't walked that back far enough.
You're the one that's saying in Kansas that's pussy is sparse, so therefore it's sparse.
You
said-
still have a choice.
So I mean,
You
I
said
said
it,
nigga
right?
dick hard enough, he might have to fuck his
I
sister.
don't care how sparse pussy is. Don't
I don't
fuck
have
your
that problem.
sister and
I
don't
don't
fuck
have that
little
problem.
boys.
Y'all do know they got farmersonly.com.
Thank you, Bud.
Listen,
it's
I don't
her
have that
Bud
problem.
coming
Let's put it
through.
that way. I don't have a problem, though, but I don't have a problem. So
Again, Brittany.
I don't give a
There
fuck.
are other
I don't give a
places
fuck.
to go.
Tell them.
They don't know that. They don't know nothing outside of they fucking cornfield ass Kansas. Shit, they may not
Oh
have
my
cable. I don't know.
gosh.
Listen.
They don't have Pornhub. They don't have Pornhub. Go ahead, Vic.
Last time you pulled up porn, or any porn site,
Uh huh.
the average.
Oh yes, all sister brother shit. Vic is pointing out everybody that
But y'all clown me though.
America
Clown.
is deteriorating
Oh, I ain't
into
clown
some
you.
But y'all
scumbag
clown me
shit.
just now.
That's what it's all.
That's white people shit though.
But y'all clown me.
All right, now how do we tie this back to Trump?
Same shit too now.
But that's because
Oh.
white people control it. I don't watch brother sister shit.
I ain't.
I
You know what I like? I like the amateur shit with pimples all over the booty.
dimples. Love a good booty with dimples in it. I applaud that.
But look
No pimples.
What are we
He
doing?
said pimple. I said dimple. I don't know what he talking about.
I wanted to have acne. That's how I know you a real person.
Bruh Nation, if you listen right now, cuz put it out there. He
Ass
like
acne. You
sickly
ain't never seen
bitches.
ass acne?
I never really looked for it.
Wait, you
You never see what?
keep an eye out, my brother. Keep an eye out.
Hey, he's nasty.
I just want to point out
I like a little
Yeah.
possible acne on the
the
pussy.
anniversary show is completely off the
It
rails.
went-
Somehow within this show,
Hi, Bree.
Right,
Hi,
Brea.
Thanks.
So glad you here,
Yeah.
my nigga.
Oh, Kansas used to be the what now, bud? The number one. Kansas, the state that we're talking about, was the number one state for watching Pornhub.
And then they go fuck
And
their
what Vic
pussies.
just said is the
And then
number
they go-
one thing on Pornhub, brother sister porn. Fuck them, Brittany.
So fuck
And
y'all
see,
niggas
and
because
this is-
technically,
hey, Brittany, hold on. This just proves.
Y'all made my point.
that even though I might sound
made my
crazy,
point.
I'm always right.
You gotta look into
you
it.
gotta
Ella.
look into
into
it.
it.
So I'm sick of your
That's a good
shit.
point.
Because I was right.
Even though what you was right about, what?
What you told me? You made my point.
No, you still ain't walked that shit back
Nigga,
far
I
enough.
was shot. You wouldn't let me make a point though.
Let me tell you.
You know
let
what?
me
Fuck
tell you
y'all.
something.
Y'all know the real.
I'm sick of your shit,
I
Jack.
still ain't get my answer to my question.
What's that?
What do y'all think? All y'all familiar with Betsy DeVoe?
Yeah, I
Yes,
am.
fuck that
All right,
bitch.
now Betsy DeVoe or
Fuck that
whatever,
hoe.
because this bitch agenda seemed fucked up.
Her
even
gender
before,
or her
Agenda.
Okay.
Come on now, you speak tank.
agenda, even before.
You speak
Even
tank.
before Trump picked that bitch. So what? By her cutting the special funding and all of the other shit they cutting and all that. What is she? What is the end goal for her?
They
'Cause she
want to.
behind this
I
shit.
got the answer. I'll answer
End
it
goals
right now.
for her.
Go
Then I
ahead.
have a job after a while.
Oh no, that's your person. See, you
Cause
too
she-
personal.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Too personal.
Education
I
is
understand why you
something-
personal.
Right, you
What- what
understand.
was
Too
it?
personal.
Right.
What's her agenda? What's her main agenda?
I know.
Education.
I got an answer. Her agenda is exactly what she said before she
To put
became
the
the
Bible back
Secretary
into schools.
of Education is to eliminate public schools completely.
Privatize it.
She wants to
I think she
privatize
wants-
all
Yeah,
schools.
she wants to spread the margin a lot.
You got to think about it because her number one,
Is what I
her
think.
kids all go to private school.
Exactly.
That's all she knows. Period.
I
She
like
doesn't
private
support
school.
public school education.
At
She even
all.
supports charter schools, but she doesn't support public school whatsoever.
Most Republicans don't support public school education,
At all.
even though they send their kids to
That's
public
because,
school.
and that's because it benefits poor people.
right.
And
Say,
they don't like poor
poor
people.
people. Right.
Dr. Dre or whatever, he from the hood in Compton,
Compton.
and all that shit. Now, he was happy for a daughter to go to the little cracker school, USC. $70 million between him and Jimmy Iovine donated, all that. How much of that money could have went to HBCU or that? It wasn't niggas do when they leave the hood. They leave the hood, they go do this cracker shit and just forget all about the motherfucking the hood behind them. And then everybody want to say, oh, the hood fucked up. Yeah, because all y'all niggas leave there and say, fuck it.
I
You're
agree with
supposed to
that.
be
70
going
million,
there
how many of that
to
could've
make
went
it
to
better
goddamn
for
HBCU?
everybody, and you go up there and forget where you came from.
Well,
They don't need no
it's
$70
hard.
million.
What the nigga said?
Hold on, Vic, what you say?
What's not true?
That he gave $70 million to the USC.
We have to get into that after the show.
Yeah, I get into
Because
that.
I ain't get my gantry
Yeah,
mic
yeah.
out. So
Yeah, I wanna
we'll
talk
get
about
into that
that.
after the show. I want to say this though, that number one, Coon Sonova trash is fuck. I just want to point that out. Number two or whatever. I think going back to what, like the Charlemagne. What was the who was
Charlemagne,
the
he's talking about
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike.
Charlemagne Killer Mike argument about this whole thing
And
about
yeah,
about the
Killer Mike's
about
still
the
sending his people,
about
kids to private
should,
school
yeah
anyway.
Killer,
Private school better.
Killer
Hey.
Mike sending his
It
kids
is
to
what it
public
is.
school. DJ Envy sent his kids to private school. Killer Mike was saying that similar to what Tank's saying. Take your money and invest it in the hood school. Let's be proud of the hood school. Yada yada yada. I think it's going to be one of those arguments that you can't really settle because America is a capitalistic society. So based on capitalism, there's always going to be better because you got money. So as long as it's better because you got money, you can't convince people who got money not to give their people better.
Exactly.
That's just not going to happen or
Right,
whatever.
yeah, I agree
Until
with
we
that.
turn totally socialist, it ain't happening. Even though it's weird because public school, and this is one of the reasons why Republicans want to get rid of this shit. Public school is totally a socialist program. We gonna take money, put it in the pool, split it all out evenly. That's socialist as fuck. But that's why Republicans don't like that shit because they feel like, why do me at Ponte Vedra, why am I paying money, a single dime in the reins? Why should I do that? They feel like I need to put all my money in the Ponte Vedra. So they when they say private schools, they don't mean private schools in the manner of Bowles and Trinity Christian and Bishop Kenny. They mean that
Man, get rid of public
they
schools.
mean get rid of public schools. Let all us from our neighborhood pool our money into whatever school we want, and then whatever it do, that's what it do. And then however much money the hood got, that's how much y'all
One
got
more
for y'all
question.
school.
All right, now see that this is Bessie Duval plan to get all privatized school. And if they do that, how would that look if all the schools are privatized?
Remember how when you
saying,
right?
Like, I don't
How
think
would-
that they are.
What's bad about it, honestly?
Well, see, that's
We're talking about
that's a whole.
what is bad.
You got to come on. We'll have that. We'll have a whole
But
podcast
hold
about
on,
it.
what would it look
Can I
like
come
though?
back for that part?
If all the schools are privatized, all right. Now I'm little Jimmy going. Got to go to public. Got to go to a school. Is somebody gonna pay for it? Somebody got to pay for it to go to
Yeah,
school.
you got to pay for your own kids' school.
There's gonna be a lot of dumb motherfuckers.
You
Well-
hear me? That's what I'm saying. And then they don't understand that.
Well,
the
Welfare.
laws change though to where
That's what I'm saying. Everything else is going to increase if they do that.
I just want to
Crime
point
is
out,
going to increase.
right?
People
You can
making
start right
babies
there.
is gonna
Tank always say
increase,
this
like,
shit.
it
When we
just-
was talking to a nigga, one of our homeboys, he a black dude. He say he not Republican. He say he libertarian or whatever. But he want to end supplemental housing. He want to end welfare and all that. Fend for yourself type shit mentality, right? Tank told that nigga straight up, I guess you want your dough to be kicked in, right? So here's my thing.
Seriously, though.
I get the argument about private versus public. I get it. And that's cool. I see the benefits for private. I see the benefits for public. But I'm going to tell you like this here. If you in public school and all the kids that live in fucking Hilltop and all those places, they don't have no school to go to besides the school that their parents can afford, your dough getting kicked in. Period. Like it's just
saying,
happening.
Well, more niggas go to jail, private prison, they make more money.
Well-
It's a win-win for the cracker.
Maybe that's their ultimate
Exactly.
goal.
Bud just made a good point. The
What?
people that's making the laws who want the all private, it don't affect them. But that's the thing though. It don't affect you right now. Cause one
But
thing
it's gonna
about
affect you
right?
when you
Poverty
gonna have nothing to do but
Because
kick it
people
on.
think crime, especially crazy ass white people, think crime is associated with race. Or something like that. Crime is associated with poverty.
Exactly.
So
Yes,
poverty
it is.
breeds crime. So I don't know what. And I here's my thing about black people being pro private school. I personally don't get it. Here's why.
I get it.
I'm from the hood. No. Here's why I don't get it though. I'm from the hood. You think of me and your mama. How much money would they have been able to put into our education? Say that mandatory just to go to school, it was $3,000
rebuttal?
a year.
For
I get a
12
rebuttal.
years?
Come on, bro.
I get a rebuttal.
Go ahead
without
with your rebuttal,
scholarships.
Tank.
Without
I get a
scholarships,
rebuttal.
though?
If I could afford private school, then I would send them to private school.
That's my point.
Or whatever. Now, I'm not for all privatization of all schools.
I know you're not,
But while
but
the
I'm
system
saying-
is like it is, I don't have no problem
But
with
see, that's what I'm saying. As long as the
Send them
system
to
is set
private
up
school. If I
with
was in a
capitalism,
private
I know
school,
personally, I'm in a
the school is
situation
better,
now where my
but-
son is about to go to middle school, and I'm between either sending him to a public middle school or sending him to a private school. And I'm honestly reviewing private schools because I know he gets a scholarship that will pay
if you
for
can
that.
afford it.
But he gets a scholarship that will pay for majority of his private school or whatever. Honestly, if I couldn't get that scholarship, then unfortunately my son would be forced to go to a public school in Duval County.
and that's the thing. The reason why he getting a scholarship now is because there's less people seeking the scholarship. If you take
No.
away, but wait, if you take away all public schools, how many people gonna seek that
True.
scholarship?
Okay, I see where you're going with that.
This gonna be super competitive as fuck. Ain't nobody gonna be able to get that scholarship. They gonna have X amount of money to go around. Especially, we were just talking about the budget. Bessie DeVos want to cut $7 billion from the education budget. Okay, how many states in the union? We was just talking about this earlier. How many states in the union?
32.
It's 50 states in the union. People don't realize this though. America also funds education for the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, the U.S. Marshall Islands, and anywhere else that belongs to
There's a
America.
lot of shit. There's a lot
Right.
of
We
shit.
anything that we are in control of, all that shit falls under the Department of Education, right? Okay, so if you add all that shit up, the education budget that Bud just showed me was $64 billion. That's just a little bit over $1 billion per state coming from the feds. Now, think of a state like Florida where there's a gazillion people living here. How in the hell are we running our education system off $1 billion? With all these counties, all these schools, we got $1 billion. That's why Kendra and when Brad was here and all the other teachers we know got to buy their own paper.
True.
Think of what I'm telling you. A teacher who was supposed to be funded by the government
And
to teach our kids have to go to the store and buy their own paper.
And then you only get
Oh, we gotta contribute.
the
We
part
gotta
that's
contribute for school supplies.
tax deduct. What do you call it?
tax deductible.
The part that's tax deductible, they give them a limit on what's tax deductible.
Right.
So only
And that's-
$250.
And Duval County is
Right.
not
And that's the flip
Wait,
side.
what if
Tank
they
just made a good point. You only can write off up to $250.
So what do they got to spend more than $250?
Exactly.
Then that's just
Which
coming
you
out your
will
pocket.
need to spend more than $250 in one school year.
Yeah.
Just
It
saying.
depends on what they're. It depends on the teacher and what they're buying. So, for instance, copy paper and stuff. That shit is not cheap. So if you have to
Not
supply,
cheap.
but if you have to supply copy paper for every time you give a homework assignment or worksheet, that's why if you think about it, kids are not taking books
Kendra.
homes anymore.
That's $250 in
Kids
probably
are not
like a month.
Right, kids are not taking books home anymore
Kendra.
or whatever. That's the first thing.
Y'all don't be too loud in the background.
Kids are
Kendra-
not even getting homework like that anymore. They have to go on iReady and all that stuff. We talking about Duval County itself.
Is a public school teacher, and she just said she spent over $500. Kendra, over $500. Only $250
It's tax
are tax double.
double.
I know for a fact that Brad and Mark spend over $1,200 a year on their
Right,
students.
depending on what
'Cause
type of
Brad and
teacher
Mark
you are.
teach high school, so they have other shit to do. So
Yeah.
number one, we already don't pay teachers a fair salary,
Exactly.
and then you want them to take
gotta
$1,200
count on what's tax
Think about what
deductible.
I'm telling you. You want them to take $1,200 of their own personal money that they've earned doing a job to help
And put back
provide
into
for the
that job.
program that should be provided.
Well, they ain't
for
got to
them.
do it. They can say fuck them kids, and
They
But
could.
yeah, but
They
so I
could.
came
No,
across
you're
somebody-
right.
I came
then when the
across-
grades
I was
fall,
watching-
then they
I
get
forgot
Then
blamed
they
for
get
that.
fired because the grades failed.
It was either I was watching and somebody told me this, but a teacher honestly is very important to a child's life because they can honestly fuck a child's life up depending on the type of teacher that you are.
Very true.
Given the type of teaching that they do, they can honestly fuck a child up. They're very important. So to say that we don't want to pay them, say we don't even want to fund them enough money to have the school supplies,
I know.
that really is a
I
problem.
want to point this up before we wrap it up. The Department of Education, and this is under every Republican president. Every Republican president since fucking Ronald Reagan has cut the Department of Education by at least $1 billion every year since they've been in there. So when Reagan got in there, all 8 years he's cut it at least $1 billion. So by the end of his term, they were $8 billion less than what they started when he got in there. Okay, then George Bush won 4 years of him, right? Cut, that's $4 billion more dollars, right? Then okay, so now we down $12 billion. Okay, I'm talking about from what they had in the early 80s, because Reagan got elected in 1980. So from 1980 to 1994 or 1992, I'm sorry, when George Bush 1 got out of office, we lost $12 billion right there. Then you come around, Clinton came back in, he added money back up, but he only added $2.6 billion. So we lost 12, so now we had a net 10.
Clinton was the shit.
Yeah,
Clinton added to every motherfucking
yeah, he
thing.
added everything. But we had net 10, right? So then George Bush 2 come in, and he cut the shit again, $8 billion more dollars lost.
Bush fucked up everything.
Bush, yeah, and went real bad because actually Bush had 2 years where he cut the Department of Education by more than $7 billion. So you talking about we done lost $20 or $30 billion from where we were in 1980, right? Billion with a B. Then you come around and Obama get in. Obama didn't cut, but he also didn't increase. Okay, so then you come around now. Trump's cut it every year. This year he proposed a $7 billion cut to the Department of Education. The first 2 years he cut it by $4.5 billion. So that's already $8 billion lost. So eventually we ain't gonna have no money in there.
No.
It's only $64 billion for the whole America. So you cut it again by 7, we would have been down to doggone 50-something billion dollars. We're gonna be under $1 billion a state if Trump get reelected. True. That's crazy.
I noticed during this podcast we talked about a whole bunch of problems, but we got very few solutions.
It's all one solution.
to any of this.
Get your black ass up and go vote.
Go vote.
You black bitch.
That's how you participate
Seriously,
into
that
the
is
system.
that's the only way.
The only other option is
right.
kicking the door.
That
And you
is
know
the
these
only
niggas
way.
ain't doing
But that
that.
ain't
Because
the way.
they're in
Depends on what we're kicking the
control
door about,
of
though.
we
That's
gonna bring
another
all
episode.
this
things like that,
That's
and
another
they
episode.
directly affect our lives. People keep saying, "Oh, that don't affect me." That don't. Yes, it does. It affects you every single day. Everything that you do, like you don't realize it, but it is affecting you. So that's the most important way that we
Absolutely.
can help our community is to go vote.
Absolutely.
And we need people like us in office, in the Senate, in
Go
Congress,
vote.
as governor.
That's
as House of
another thing too.
Representatives. I just
Participate.
don't-
Yeah.
Niggas run. I'm running for city council in 2022. I'm
You
sorry.
got my vote, nigga.
So I might lose. I'm probably gonna lose. Hopefully Garrett Dennis run for
Get that money,
for mayor.
What you gonna do?
Black
before
ass
then,
should have
though?
been ran for some shit. That
might
You
be
money-
got-
right.
When you 2020 or 2022?
2022 is when it's open.
What are you gonna do
I
before
believe.
then? Because you know you
But
gotta like.
it don't matter. I figure it out when it's open. Next time that the city council seat District 9 in Jacksonville is open, I'm running or whatever.
I'll move to District 9 to vote.
Hi, I'm Anthony Rogers. I'm running for City Council District 9. My platform is very lucrative. Get money, fuck bitches. Vote for me. Straight up.
Well, you ain't gonna get no votes.
So how many of these podcasts we gonna have to race the word? How many of these podcasts we
good
gonna have
up
to
to
race
the
faggot and bitches?
I'm
fuck
not
you
changing
niggas,
nothing.
All that other, we gonna
I'm
keep-
not changing
you
nothing.
gonna run an
Here's
honest
what
You
campaign?
just said retarded ass crackers on this podcast.
Not changing none of that. That's it. I'm not changing none of
I
that.
want to talk about this before. We can probably talk about this on another episode.
Go ahead.
But the social media era.
Right.
Because now everything is being posted. And just like Cardi B, that shit came to pop back up.
Right.
Now, pretty soon, whoever's going to be president or whatever is going to have some social media shit.
Something,
that's going to pop back
Okay,
up.
so
So
this-
when does freedom of speech come into play? Like, why the fuck do I have
You're
to
going to get
censor
judged.
myself?
You got freedom of speech, but
But
we
you're
can
gonna get
judge.
judged.
Might go back to the public
is
opinion.
a country
It does.
of public opinion.
It is.
I'm gonna say what I want on the press, and then everybody's gonna believe it, and I get to control how people.
I
feel.
just want
That's
somebody
all
to
it's
come out and
about.
be like, at the end of the day, yeah, I said it, and I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna say
Well,
it
that's what
again.
I'ma
You gonna
say.
vote for me or you not gonna
You vote for me or not. But you know who already
That's
did
how
that?
it
He's the
should
president
be.
of the United States.
Yeah, true.
The whole
Yeah.
president of
And
the
he's
United
still doing
States
it. He's
was
still
like,
doing it.
when you're rich, you do what you want, grab bitches by the pussy, kiss them in the mouth, you know?
That goes back
And
to
then they
the-
said, did you
All he
say
said
it?
was some real shit.
That's a true narcissist.
All he
That's a
said was some real
true
shit, though.
narcissist.
For freedom of truth. That's his truth.
Right. And that's what, this my
True-
truth. Fuck them
true
retarded
narcissist.
cracker babies
But
and
it don't
cats.
apply for you.
You know what they gravitated to with Trump? They
You-
gravitated towards some shit that didn't seem like a puppet. It just seemed authentic. Or whatever. Everybody gravitate to realness or whatever. Trump seemed
Yeah,
like
he-
because all
do
this.
they?
Who
Yes,
is it?
Yeah.
he
Hillary
said how he
Clinton.
feels.
You
People
like,
don't do
you
that.
like you look at
And
Hillary
I feel like
Clinton
people
and you
gravitate to
look at.
realness depending on who you are.
Well, hold on,
No,
you look, no,
I do
no.
think so.
I don't know about
feel
that.
like- I
See,
feel
left
like-
wing
honestly,
motherfuckers.
I
I
do.
don't know about
Yeah.
left wing motherfuckers.
You too
Left wing
liberal.
motherfuckers, they look at Obama, they look at Hillary, they look at them, and they be like, "Oh, that's who they are." But real niggas and shit look at them and be like, "This motherfucker do not act like this all the fucking time." When they look at Trump, they like, "Oh,
That's
that's
him.
who the fuck he
That
is."
is him. Like
Or whatever. They gravitated to the realness. That fake shit getting played out.
I think that's why a lot of the left, extreme left people like Bernie. Because you know Bernie been a crazy ass old man since he was 22 years old.
Yeah.
We gotta go back, Martin.
He was old 22.
He was
wasn't
old.
so crazy.
Ain't no Bernie is like the white Morgan Freeman. Ain't no young pictures of Bernie. They got pictures of Bernie walking with Dr. King. He got gray hair. Oh, what the fuck? Bernie been old since he came out the womb,
Wisdom,
bro.
wisdom.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, but at the end of the day or whatever, niggas do need to, I don't know, vote, do something productive or whatever. But if you niggas want to kick a dough, holla at your boy.
That's the
Now
next
that's
episode.
what's
Dwayne,
gonna
That's the
come
next
get you.
episode.
Nigga Dwayne say, good to see Brea bite.
Oh man.
Hey.
Shout out.
See?
See,
You got
Brea,
fans,
you
my
had
nigga.
fans and you abandoned
Yeah.
them. That's what's up.
abandoned. That's
Guilty
a really
card?
strong word.
Wow.
You left? What's another word for leaving? Abandoned. Thank you.
Skedaddle.
Redact. Shout out Gary. That's one of them cracker words. You know it's gonna. You know what though? When I run for city council, you know how when you have like a rally or something,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do rallies down in Hemming Plazas in different places, right? You know what I'm walking out
Around
to?
the statue.
Dead prayers, nigga.
Oh, shit.
And I'm gonna make sure they play the part where they say I'm down for running up on them crackers in they city hall. I ain't gonna win.
Are you
You
gonna?
are
I'm gonna
not
stir the
gonna
pot.
win.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
stir
gonna,
the pot.
well, are you gonna do
Ross
the rallies
Perot.
around? Are you gonna do the rallies around the statue though, or is it still gonna be up when you?
If I get elected for city council,
coming
that statue
down.
coming down.
Coming
Fuck that
down,
statue. I
baby.
drive my own truck and pull it down. Now I know. Now right there saying that I got all to take them down Jack's votes. So I'm running now. I'm up and running. That's the whole Riverside. I got the whole Riverside right there.
That's
I
equivalent
drive
to
through that bitch with my
15
fucking
people.
Ford C-Max. All 6 votes.
You gotta edit that out. We moving silence.
Yeah, man. Silence my ass. Listen, if y'all want to meet me and Tank down at the statue next week at 8:30, bring a truck and a rope. We pulling that bitch
I'm
down.
going back to your daughter. What type of truck we using?
Hey, all you gotta say is okay, Google me.
What?
Yeah.
Where we getting the rope from?
Where we getting a rope
What
from?
are we gonna have ropes?
Brittany, you ain't coming. I ain't answering none of your questions. Fuck that.
You never answered those questions either. Shit.
Nah, I ain't answering your questions. You don't want to come. Either you want to ride or you want to
I
not
told you I got the
ride.
car.
Man, I ain't with that shit. Let me tell y'all something. Before we get out of here, before we get out of here, I'm gonna let you know right now. There's a lot of niggas in this room I fuck with, but there's a lot of niggas in this room. If it was a zombie apocalypse, I'm killing you
Whoa.
off real.
Oh.
Cause you putting us in danger. Vic laughing cause he get it. Y'all putting us in danger. You know why I'm not riding with you in the zombie apocalypse, Brittany?
Oh, you just
Cause you,
gonna point 'em out?
fuck that. Cause she out of control. Cause you want to ask where the rope coming from and shit like that.
You gotta answer the question.
Wait.
You said you
When
gotta
I
answer
bring-
the question.
When we starving in the zombie apocalypse, and I go on a run, and I bring back a little Hello Kitty book bag with blood on it, with food on the inside, you be like, "Well, you got this. You gotta die. You a fucking liability. You want to eat or you what? What's up?" I'm damn sure killing you, oat leaf. Sick of that. I'm killing all light skinned niggas.
Hold on.
Not you though. I love you and I miss you.
Tank, you gotta
Niggas.
go.
Okay.
I ain't killing
Tank,
no
you gotta
women.
go.
I need you.
We have to get rid of this pot. Erase this from the record.
Okay, Tank, you gotta
Give a
go.
fuck,
Get it
whatever.
all light skinned niggas.
Y'all know how much it costs to run for city council?
How much?
$7,283.
I ain't got it.
You rich?
No, I don't. All these counts is to put your name on.
Or I'm about to say, or I can get 15,000 signatures, but they got to be from your district. Guess how many people live in this district? 12,000. Fuck out of here, Jacksonville, your bullshit ass politics. That shit fucked up, bro.
It made sense though.
That shit fucked up.
That make a lot of sense. To keep
fucking
niggas like you off the
That's
ballot,
right.
I'm with it.
That's it. It's to keep niggas like us off the ballot. That's real talk. They like, oh, you really want to run? I'm gonna need 7 stacks. God damn. Yeah,
Right.
and you gotta have
It's
that shit
clean.
right then.
It's right.
Ain't no payment plans, nigga. Either you got it or you don't. You
You
go get them
won city
15,000
council,
though.
but you reneged on your payment plan last month and the first. So we gonna have to take this.
I told that lady
back. Okay, thank you.
I said, well, I'll just do the signatures then. I'll just get the petition. She was like, okay, what district? Where do you live? And I told her. She was like, oh, that's District 9. I said, yeah. She was like, well, you can't do the petition there. I said, why? She was like, because there's only 12,000 people in your district. I said, well, bitch, that's dumb. That don't make sense.
The rules, baby.
You made a rule that I can't.
Oh shit,
Get 7 sites up, nigga. Go sell some dope.
niggas, y'all need to
some
move
hoes
to
on
this
your
district
team.
right
That's
quick.
also, I'm gonna say, hey, I want everybody to know I'm be at the Hammond Plaza doing my speech. I'm running this campaign completely not funded by any pork belly stuff. It's all dope money.
All dope money. I'm trying to make the city better.
I'm making the city better. Every drug dealer that has donated to me has assured me they will increase dope coming into the city by 25%. Now you might sound like you upset right now, like, oh my God. But remember, dope equals jobs and jobs equals a better city.
That's a campaign, boy.
That's
you
a
go, I'm
slogan. That's
telling
a
you.
slogan.
You got my vote.
You got my
God
vote.
damn it.
Love it.
It's bigger. That's all right. I just need my walk-off song. My coming up song is Dead Prayers, hip-hop.
What's your
Or
walk-off
whatever.
song then?
I need a walk-off song.
I be feeling like the man when I walk.
Nah, that's
Hey,
nah. Maybe
No.
maybe Pastor Troy ain't no more playing GA.
Oh my
We're not in
God.
GA.
Or,
you won't like
or vice
thuggish.
versa. What the heaven was hell? I just do the. I'm not a crook. Can't wait to run for city council. They gonna.
Oh my
I'm gonna get enough. I'm not even gonna buy ads because I'm gonna act so
Talk about
fucking
ass
crazy.
or ass?
Either. Either. I promise. Listen.
Buy all the ass you want, my nigga.
I'm not gonna sit on here. I'm not gonna sit on this podcast and say I've never purchased ass. But what I will promise you, as your city councilman, the duration of
going
my
on,
term,
Anthony?
I won't buy any ass.
Are you purposely trying to sabotage yourself? Like, what's going on?
right?
That's
Also,
what are you doing?
also, if I do buy it, it will be because I passed the vote for legalizing prostitution. I got you, Phillips Highway. You got I got you. Give me your vote. What's
Gator
up?
Lounge.
What's up?
I
Now I
got
got
you,
Phillips
Phillips
and
Highway.
Riverside. I'm
Boy, you
whamming.
right, you
I'm
right
whamming.
there, you right
Northside, what y'all want?
You want to kick a dough?
What y'all want? Northside? I don't even think they in my district though. Anywho, Brea Listen Podcast, episode number 52. 1 year anniversary in the books. We are anywhere you can find your podcast provider. We are on Twitter at Brea Listen Pod, Facebook at Brea Listen Podcast, Instagram at Brea Listen Pod, and then we do after show stuff and a whole bunch of other shit on there. What else we do, Brittany? We do stuff. Oh, we on YouTube.
YouTube,
You bastards.
Twitter.
Go watch the YouTube.
Absolutely. And then I also put clips on we also put clips of the after show on Twitter as well. Check those out.
Yeah. Niggas don't
YouTube.
tweet.
Damn, I don't even fuck with
Niggas don't
Twitter.
tweet.
Yeah, I like Twitter,
It's
bro.
getting up there though. but-
Twitter don't have no restrictions on what you can show and what you
Right.
can say.
No,
I like Twitter.
I came across a post where a nigga was fucking the shit out this Becky bitch. Like no
Yeah.
lie.
With Twitter
On Twitter,
crazy.
I was just like,
yeah,
whoa.
Twitter crazy. I'm with Twitter.
After show, I'm just
Everybody
saying.
say-
It was
Gotta
on
go
Twitter.
check Twitter out.
Yeah, you got to
It
look
was.
into it, bro.
Like, I had to watch it more than once.
But we
Because
are-
see, Twitter only lets you do 2 minutes and 45 seconds or whatever.
Counted it down to the
God damn, Britt.
Second. Oh
After
my
show,
god.
after dark, we'll
So
talk
in order
about
to
it.
get a whole porno scene out of it, you had to watch it a few times.
Right, I did.
By the way,
It was the same,
if
like,
you want to
ass
watch
and
porn
shit,
on
it was
Twitter,
amazing.
there's whole Twitter
Straight doggy
pages
style.
dedicated to watching porn. And yeah, it's only 2 minutes, but they'll
They
put
just
them. They'll
have
say
to
part
pop
one,
up
part
on the
two.
Bro Listen feed though. That's what I'm just saying.
Good. You know why? Because
Right.
because I created the Bro Listen feed, and it's based off of what I follow on Twitter.
Well, I added more followers to your Twitter.
My show, I don't give a fuck. That being said, y'all check us out wherever you check us out.
do
And
not
for
condone.
everybody that's been checking us out for over a year, because it's actually been longer a year, but we appreciate you so much. And stick around. We're going to do it bigger and better. We was going to have the gantry mic this week, but technical difficulties. But next week, gantry mic on deck, so y'all will finally get to
Hopefully
hear
we
them
can talk
bastards
about
out there. Everybody except Tim. Tim is still not allowed to talk on this show. Period, point blank.
Not yet.
Dang,
Not
Tim.
yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Your time
Let
coming.
the nigga talk.
Yeah,
He
we-
said some bullshit.
Bullshit.
Like on
So-
here? Like y'all
Yeah.
let him on the
Yeah.
show?
No, I mean we let him say something where they can hear it,
Oh.
and he fucked it up.
Yeah, he
But your time coming, Tim.
What did
It's
you
not that
do,
we don't
Tim?
love you.
We'll
we just
talk
gotta
about it
protect
after.
you. We gotta protect you.
It's when he gets the floors when he say. Other than that, when he don't have the floor and he just talking, he actually has
You gotta
some
protect that
profound
nigga,
shit.
man. That's my nigga. Tim, you on some real shit.
He do say some profound shit.
See, Tim, you talking. They can hear you, Tim. See, listen. My thing is with Tim. Tim, dead ass is a real nigga. He's a shirt off the back type nigga. I love the nigga. He a good nigga. But you gotta protect that nigga though. That nigga will say some dumb shit sometimes. And you gotta be like, wait, Tim, you can't say that. What you mean? Choke that bitch out. Tim, that's your boss. So you gotta protect them. But yeah, man, we appreciate everybody, man. And like I said, it's definitely gonna go another year because Podbean took my money without asking me.
For a whole year?
Yeah, they automatically withdrew
year's
it.
worth?
Yeah, I paid about
Oh,
an
we in the
annually.
bit.
I don't pay about a
Hey.
month. That month shit get you, man. You save.
How much is the
It's just like a
annual?
Pornhub membership. You
Yeah.
save $30 by paying the whole fee up
I
front.
was like, yeah, and I have no idea.
Your Brea like, yeah.
No, not
What's your Pornhub name? What's your Pornhub name, Brea?
Friends on that bit.
You can be my friend. My
I
profile.
didn't mean it. I
my
didn't mean it.
Really find a way to do that though.
I can't compare every. Wait, Stephanie, I can't do what?
When you talk to people,
Stephanie just said I
Right.
can't compare everything to Pornhub.
Yes, you can.
Clearly, she don't listen to my podcast. Porn is related to everything. You crazy as fuck. Yes, I have an account on Pornhub. My name is Jax the Ripper. If y'all want to follow me, I ain't got no videos up right now, but they coming. And my profile picture is not my picture. It's a white woman with a flat ass, and it was like only bitches with asses like this are loyal. So that's real. So it's
Well,
supposed to be
Damn,
funny.
I ain't
It's
do all
Pornhub.
that, boy.
It's supposed to be funny. It's Pornhub.
I gotta go hook my account up, boy. I ain't got all
Hey,
that, boy.
the best thing about having an account,
Can we talk about porn real quick? Hold
yeah.
on.
The best thing, listen, don't judge me. The best thing about having an account is it gives you suggestions based on your watch history. You can monitor what you've watched or
All right.
whatever. All
yeah,
kinds of
thank
good
you,
shit.
Stephanie.
Let's wrap
Thank
this
you,
up.
Stephanie.
You said what?
That's enough.
Brea said this is
All right,
what-
let's wrap this up.
That's enough.
Also, you have access to videos that you peons can't see.
So you
Are
advertising
the
for them
video,
now?
are they
Is that
your
what
own
this is?
videos
I
though?
spend.
wait, is
Are your own?
the porn one?
It's like your.
Oh, I'm a better porn watcher
Like,
than you.
are we advertising for this? Like, what's
Yes.
going on right
Yes.
now? Like, are you
I
promoting this?
personally like X videos. Because X videos,
If y'all want-
videos
Videos.
is simpler and Pornhub.
Once you learn how to navigate
We
it, though,
got
it's the
two
best
videos. Two
interface.
advertisements today.
Hamster is
Videos
also
and
good as well.
One
Hamster?
I like hamster.
I don't like hamster because hamster you'll be
do like
searching and there'll be a nigga sucking the dick. I don't fuck with that.
I mean, once you get
I
past
stopped
that
fucking
part,
with
though,
hamster.
once you get-
I gotta fuck with X videos.
I just want to point out.
What that bitch say?
Wait a minute.
What that bitch?
But
Stephanie say that's because it's in your reach and searches.
search is good.
It better not be in my recent searches.
Because you watch, it's suggested for you.
say two things.
Tranny sucking dick.
First thing I'm gonna say is Vic said, "Do I think I'm better than him because I got a premium account. Yes. Second thing, just like niggas who got premium Pandora, like, oh, you're listening to standard Pandora? Yeah, nigga,
I do have premium Pandora. I'm not gonna lie.
Second
I do
thing,
pay for that shit. Premium Pandora.
and you bougie as fuck. Second thing, or whatever, when they was saying,
I like the unlimited
is it in
skips.
your reach of searches? I'm not here to judge my nigga, because once you go through and you think it's one thing and it's not the other, you got to commit. So I feel you. Watch it all the way through. Bro, it's a podcast.
All he wanted to see was the ending. That's all he wanted to do was see the ending, okay?
Wait,
All he wanted to see was the cum shot. That's all he was scared about was cum shot.
That's enough.
Damn, man.
I don't know.
Too far?
The nigga lost me.
No.
Let's wrap this
But
up.
at the end of the day, Tech, we understand. All you wanted to see was wet lips on penis, and you wanted to see the cum shot.
What is going on, Brittany? You're out of control.
So you understand.
I put it in. Never mind.
We didn't get to the final thought. Sit your ass down. Brothers Podcast, episode number 52, anniversary special in the books. Final thoughts going around. Hopefully they're not about porn. Tank, final thought.
Final thoughts, my nigga. Hey. Final thoughts. I'm here serious. Not in my final thought. Now we talked about a lot of shit. All right. Now, Cardi B drugging these niggas. All right. Jesse Smollett doing all kind of bullshit in these streets. Trump doing all shit. What is it? Our year anniversary or whatever? Been a good year. I'm still thinking about Listen Bruh podcast. Still getting all the analytics and logistics together. But for brother, listen, I just want to say I had a motherfucking ball. And that's all. No my final thoughts.
Damn right. Appreciate your co-hosting, cuz. Couldn't have did it without you. Y'all don't know. I know everybody be out there be like, Tank's my favorite host. Because that's what the fuck all y'all say. Fucking nigga don't do shit. I come in here.
Wait till you get your final thought.
Nah, it's my show. Listen. No, all I'm saying, everybody always say you the favorite. All you do is walk in the door, drink liquor, and talk shit.
You sound
That's
like a
fine.
hater.
But I want to say I appreciate a nigga for being on the show, because everybody might not know Tank wasn't supposed to be on the show nothing like but 1 or 2 times at first. But then I kind of just forced him to do it every week, because that's what you do to your cousin. So yeah. But he's turned out to be a great co-host. Appreciate you, cuz. Brea, one of the OG co-hosts. And super uncomfortable as usual, as we talked about all kinds of nasty shit. Final thought. For the first time in a long time, and the last time in a long time. Go ahead.
Serious shit too, my nigga.
Yeah. Y'all came in on tail end. We did good at first. Go ahead, Brea.
At first.
Ain't that's always the case?
That's always the
We didn't have a topic, we
case.
still stayed on topic,
Always.
though.
It's like the first 10 minutes and then the last 10 minutes are just, I don't know.
Bro, listen.
But no, I'm happy to be back. This was really fun. I'm glad I came back for this.
Thanks, Brea.
I miss you guys.
Oh, that's so special. Y'all don't believe the hype, bro, nation. Don't believe the hype. She abandoned y'all. She was like, fuck this
You have a
podcast.
commentary.
I just miss you and I don't know how to express it.
Thank you, Brittany. You said it right. Say that again,
I have
Brittany.
a commentary after everybody's final thought.
It's my show. I put a commentary behind whatever the fuck I want to. Brittany, final thought. Fucking bullshit.
I wasn't done with my final.
Oh, you wasn't done? Oh, I thought it was just sentimental. Wait a minute. We ain't about to do this. This nigga ain't even on this show.
So what? You disrespectful. You don't cut me off.
How much time we gonna get in there?
How much time we gonna give this host nigga? Go ahead, Brea. I'm sorry, Brea.
I see how it is.
Finish your final thought.
Okay. On the Cardi B situation, I still feel like, we can't have a double standard. If something happened for somebody else, it has to happen for her too. But I guess I feel like because nobody has come up about it, maybe if somebody comes up about it, then we can, give her the due, I guess, of breaking the law or whatever like that.
Right.
Jesse Smollett, like I said from the
Smollett.
get-go, Smollett. I seriously still don't believe that I don't know. I don't believe all the facts of the case, but I feel like white people just need to get over it. He got off, and it is what it is. He's a first-time offender. Just let him be. He's probably not going to do it again. He's publicly embarrassed. I think that's pretty much enough. I think that's enough.
Justice served.
Yeah. What is we talking about? What's the other thing?
You want to talk about porn?
I don't know.
On the wall.
Trump, porn.
Bump Trump. I'm sick of him. Anyway, I don't want to talk about him. I'm just happy
Thank
that I
you.
came back. I missed you guys.
Hey.
Bye. Bye. Okay.
Yeah, hi and bye. No, we miss Brea for real. Shit, we appreciate
Yeah,
her. Brea, I appreciate you helping me get it off the ground. and being a part of the vision and all that good shit. Couldn't have did it without you, big dog.
Aw,
You mean a lot to us.
all gushy.
Fucking Brittany.
First of all,
Fucking Brittany,
you're
final
good
thought.
shit. First of all, you're good.
You know, Tank used to be my enemy.
Oh,
Not
Final
no more.
thought.
I'm sick of you.
Sick of Jack shit.
Sick of your shit.
You only said it one time, Brittany.
That's
No,
just
he said
no, I
it
said it
more
more
than
than one
once.
time.
yeah.
And
Maybe
now
like
the
4 or
show, he's
5.
probably gonna
Like
say it
4,
more.
yeah.
That shit
like
just
4 or
part of
5.
my vernacular now,
Like
bro.
he always
Like,
tells me
it's-
he's sick of my shit. Like
nigga,
I'm
yeah.
used
Mr.
to
Ugly.
it. Like really.
All right.
No, final thought. I actually appreciate co-hosting with Brea today. This was actually pretty fun. I like Brea. She's really, really cool.
Too bad she ain't come back.
Also, I
Never know.
I never actually said this publicly, but thank you for y'all two niggas for giving me the opportunity to come and help co-host the show with y'all. I've known y'all niggas for 15 years, and y'all probably two of the funniest niggas that I've
Check
ever
in the
known
mail.
in my entire life.
I don't want to say I'm not funny. I'm dead ass. Fuck y'all.
And that's
Go
what
ahead.
make y'all so goddamn funny. Other than that, so Brea touched on, Jesse Smollett and all that. Fuck all that. I want to talk about Pornhub. I want to talk about this whole premium thing. And in the after show, let's talk about the fact that, you can see like other videos that other people can't see. Are they your personal uploads? Like
No,
shit that you do
no, they're
in the
premium
shower and
videos.
stuff like that. And do you upload them shits? Like how do
We'll
you
talk
get
about it
shot,
after the
cum
show.
shots, all that?
No, we get.
Absolutely. Like, listen, I don't have a problem with porn. I like porn.
This is why Brea left the show.
Keep talking. Keep talking, Brittany.
Other than that, no conversation. To me, no conversation is off limits. That's the tag that I've been putting out there for all the videos. Stay tuned to Bro Listen After Dark, and what phones get money. That's all I got.
That's right. Fuck bitches get money. That's real. Brittany, I want to say thank you
Like a thing?
for coming on the show and being a co-host and adding real cool shit to the show. And also, I want to say I appreciate the fact that you do believe no conversation is off limits. It adds to the show being great. Appreciate it. My final thoughts. I ain't got shit to say to you niggas, but go vote.
Vote.
Change the system, whatever. I'm straight, nigga. I'm rich. I don't give a fuck. I'm good. But y'all niggas do y'all thing.
Rich bitch.
That also being said, though, I want to say I appreciate everybody who fuck with the show. Mean a lot. Because I just started the show because me and Tank used to just hang around and drink and talk shit. And I was like, we can do a podcast. And we started doing it, not thinking that it would actually be anything. And now we have like 3,000 fucking listeners. And we are like all over the world.
We're at 3,000 now?
No, we at 3,000.
You guys are at
You somewhere around 2,200. But we appreciate it. Listen, I love y'all. Know how to express it. But no, seriously though, we appreciate everybody from the nigga in Ireland that's been listening to us since week 2, week 3. So then from the nigga in Ireland to the niggas in the United States to the niggas in Canada, everywhere.
Hey, I gotta crash your final thought. Like my cousins and stuff, they trying to crash the podcast right now. Shout out to Nika and all of them. I'm coming back for the Spades game. Tell Brandon he need to be on his shit. Okay, sorry, go ahead. Hey, fam, all my fam in the building.
Because you
Niggas.
interrupted everybody else.
You did
fine,
interrupt
whatever.
everybody else's final thought.
Because at the end of the day, it's my
Shout out
show.
Fam
my
Bam.
show.
Shout out hashtag Fam Bam. Shout out. Okay, I'm done. Straight ratchet.
People who are listening to you right now in Ireland that's not on your Facebook live feed, it's like, why the fuck that girl yelling that dumb shit about Spades?
Bam, bam, my nigga.
Are you
Fam Bam.
Are you-
Yes,
Hey,
shout
Spades
out,
is
nigga.
serious.
You think niggas in Ireland play Spades?
I lost twice. I gotta go
Hey,
redeem
well,
myself. My
you
cousin,
putting them on
my
something.
cousin, like embarrassed me. Shout out Brandon, you
Listen,
embarrassed me, bro.
I don't think. First of all, I know niggas that listen to this
I
show.
see
play
you, cuz.
Spades,
I see you, girl.
But I don't think that niggas in Ireland play Spades. I just want to point that out.
They probably don't even know what Spades
I know. I
Rupert
feel
or
like
Rupert or
that's an
something.
essential. I feel like that's a real
Niggas.
exclusive, like North American nigga game.
Yeah.
That being said, Brea, you might not know, but I'm pretty sure you could come up with one. Every week before we go, we give a Black history figure. Cause you never do. For everybody to
click on my
research,
toes.
cause you gotta look into it, bro.
Gotta look into it.
Tank, go ahead. What's your Black history figure this week?
Shit.
Y'all niggas trash.
Well, let me tell you something, boy.
How you just gonna pop that on me?
Black
you could have
History
told me this a week
365.
ago.
You could
Let me
have
tell you.
about a week
I
ago.
got somebody. I be in all this shit. Look up W.E.B. Du Bois because I think he was old hating ass, kind of coon ass, old buffoon ass nigga. Real
Wait
smart
a
though.
minute. I'm sorry. What's higher, two of diamonds or two of spades? Isn't a two of diamonds
This
higher
nigga
than two of
wildin'.
spades?
Two of diamonds higher.
It's two of diamonds. That's what
It
it's
depends
called.
on how you
If you
playing
playing
though.
aces, if you playing joker, joker, deuce, deuce.
Two of diamonds.
Two of diamonds.
Two of
I
diamonds.
got you, Nika. Go ahead.
All right, now W. Cause I think he was a cool ass nigga. You look into him, read up about him, and see what y'all think. Fuck that nigga.
I just want to shut up, bud. I just want to say real quick that for everybody out there that is white and thinking about voting for me for city council, I don't play spades. That being said, Brea,
Oh shit!
He plays pinochle.
You play what?
Pinochle.
Play
Pinochle.
fuck spades.
You know how to play spades.
I do know how to.
Brea know how to play spades. Up top.
Yes.
I know how to play
Why don't you play?
because I don't like playing spades with
Because
niggas.
my wife
'Cause you
cussed him out last
Tell the
time.
truth.
All right, shout out.
Last time we
Yes,
played,
Kendra. Yes, Kendra.
been
She's sick of your
traumatized ever
shit.
since.
That's right.
Listen,
Since then, he ain't play no more.
I played spades with these niggas one time. And Kendra said,
Did you lose?
you backslide and renege bottle stop and
Oh,
bottle
so you reneged. That's why you got cussed
See,
out.
there you go. You can't renege.
You can't renege.
That's
And
against
if
the
you
law
renege,
of
you can't be
spades. You
guilty.
can't renege,
And
bro.
if you
I'm
renege,
sorry.
you better act like your ass didn't renege.
Exactly.
You better keep it
You
going.
gotta act like
better
you
be
reneged.
confident in your shit.
I didn't know that every
You better make
time.
them guess the book, nigga.
I didn't know that
And
every-
they better be right. Oh, okay.
I didn't know
Flashbacks. Flashbacks.
that. See, this is why I don't play spades with you niggas. Because you don't know how to act.
Spades is serious.
No, we never did
No,
that.
no,
Spades
you
is
exactly.
serious.
You don't know how to
play
act.
spades.
Spades is a
Talk
serious
across the
game.
board, ass
It is a
nigga.
serious
Everybody,
game.
everybody out there in Bruh Nation, notice how when I say something about spades or whatever, these niggas want to attack me.
Cause you tripping. You
If niggas,
wildin'.
if niggas,
Brandon, I'm gonna
You
come and
focus
bust your
on like
ass
spades.
when I come back, bruh. I'm coming to bust his ass when I come back. Sorry.
if
My
niggas,
cousin's popping shit.
if niggas knew about legislation the way y'all niggas know how to play too.
Don't do that, you nigga backslide.
Spades is legislation.
Okay, facts, high five.
For all you niggas that play spades and don't vote, fuck you.
I vote and I play spades. Ow.
Okay, well I wasn't talking to you. I'm sick of your shit.
Ow.
Brea, black history figure that you would like people to look up.
You are so disrespectful. First of all, but
Who
second,
the greatest spades player all time? Fuck out of here. Who's your figure?
my figure is gonna be Thurgood Marshall, just because I'm in the field of law.
I fought with Thurgood.
Yeah, he did a
He
lot.
like white bitches though.
Don't we all?
Go ahead on.
No, we all don't.
You might not.
But yeah, he was a very pronoun figure for black people. He wasn't afraid. The thing that I appreciate the most about him is he wasn't afraid to say what he had to say. And he used the law against white people to do it. And so that's why, I really
Thurgood was
appreciate
the nigga
him and
that snuck
everything
in
he
there.
did. Yeah.
They ain't mean to let that nigga in.
They didn't.
God
And when
damn,
they
that nigga
did,
snuck in there.
yeah.
You mean he ain't Clarence Thomas?
You know Clarence Thomas.
Ooh,
I'm voting with the
He
Crockers.
played like Clarence Thomas, but
That's
he
my
got in
Clarence
there.
Thomas right there. I'm voting with the Crockers. You sit your nigger ass down.
Oh.
Brittany Final Thought.
Final
Not
thought.
final
Right,
thoughts.
I did the final
Black history versus. Sometimes I gotta.
That's because you heard Clarence Thomas in your head.
As I honestly, I don't want to say I have somebody for people to look up, but something I found out today, actually. So my grandmother passed, and something I found out really cool was that my grandfather, who passed prior to me being born, he was very instrumental in the movement in Jacksonville for black golfers and paving a way for black golfers to be able to have their own green to play on, and also just expanding to where we can now go play golf throughout the city of Jacksonville. So it's something that I did find out today, and I thought that was very important. So shout out to Charles Brown Sr.
Shout out.
That's what's up.
That nigga had some money.
Yeah, golf is a rich man's sport. That is very true.
All I know
Fucking
is my
with
grandfather
golfers.
he loved golf. He loved golf.
That being said, niggas always been the best golfers. We was the first caddies. They stole that too, didn't they, Vic?
Oops.
My dude is James Weldon Johnson.
Hey, lift every voice and sing, nigga. Oh, sorry.
Please don't just sing the Negro hymn song.
I went to the
and be like,
Boys.
yeah, just don't think of that. Just look into what a nigga
Yes.
did. By the way, before we go, I just want to point out that I was watching something and I can't remember what it was because that James Weldon lift every voice thing just came in my head. And there was a bunch of niggas So it was a nigga celebration.
They don't know all three
And
verses.
niggas started singing, what's the shit?
Grace.
Amazing Grace.
Whoa.
And I was like, you coon ass niggas. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know.
What? That was the Obama thing you were watching, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Obama because I know he really pissed me off when he did that. Oh, man. I'm like, look at this nigga,
He
man.
sung it like a slave, too.
He did. Fucking cool. Hey, don't sing that shit. I'm not gonna tell y'all why. Go look it up because I want you niggas to read for yourself. I don't want to be the catalyst of why. Gotta look into it, bro.
gonna mess people
Yeah,
up.
you look.
Because
Go look
Amazing
up.
Grace is like-
Go look up the writer of Amazing Grace, where he wrote the song, why he wrote the song, and what the fuck he did for a living. Yeah. So
You about to mess
that
this
being
up.
said, Vic about to get into a rant. We're gonna do that on Bro Listen After Dark. Bro Listen Podcast, episode number 52 in the booth. Shout out to Brea for coming back. We miss you. We don't know how to express it. Shout out to everybody in the country. Vic about to give me a rant about this shit later. Ken Dog.
Yeah.
Intern Stephanie.
Ow.
Coon Sonova. D.
Can you do the okay one more
Intern
time?
Bud.
Can you do the Cardi B?
Oh, that being said,
Because he knows how to roll his R.
you gotta know how to roll your tongue,
He
bro.
knows how to roll his tongue.
Ain't that's right,
A lot
Brea?
of practice. He learned how to roll
can
his
do
tongue.
that.
And he's had a lot of practice with rolling his tongue.
A lot of practice,
A
Brea.
lot of practice.
That being said,
Why you keep
Bro,
saying
listen,
my name?
you know why I'm saying it. Bro, listen podcast.
Cut it out, bro.
That's what I think, huh?
Ain't no way you not want to be his number one.
Cut it out.
Bro, listen podcast, episode number 52, anniversary special. Appreciate everybody been fucking with us for a year
almost 8:30.
and fuck with us again. All power to the people. Peace.
Peace.